This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2, Thank you, David. Welcome to DBL. It's Thursday, June 10th. I'm Tori. I'm here with Lindsay and Al. We are looking 50 Shades of Gray.
I like it.
Looking good.
I just noticed that. Nice.
Everybody's looking good. And you and Suede, I called you Patrick Swayze today.
And that wasn't one that hit home for me.
Yeah.
And it did exactly what you thought it would. All right. We want to get to this because we were talking about this just before we started. How many of you are guilty of this? Now that things are open, have you been overspending? Huh? Some are even calling it revenge spending. So this is very real. Now that movie theaters, gyms, restaurants, they're all back open, a lot of people are opening their wallets and revenge spending, trying to reconnect with people, friends, relatives, and even getting some new clothes again to look good. So are you guilty of revenge spending now that more places are back open? DBL Nation, we got to know, what are you spending? Go to dblvote.com to let us know. Let's go around. You don't love to spend a gazillion dollars.
But over quarantine, like when we were in the house, Amazon was my best friend. Like I was ordering one thing a day just so I can have a delivery every day.
So you can
and be
see someone.
Surprised. Yeah. But now, you know, Colin and I both love to shop, but I can just show you guys a picture from my house because we have this baby coming and because we're moving in 3 weeks to our home. Look, like we can't put a box anywhere. I can't go on Amazon. I can't, like I literally can't breathe in my house. It's like baby carriage, all stuff that I'm not going to open in an apartment because we're moving. So I am not ordering.
Me anxiety.
Me too.
It does.
Yes.
I can't do anything, but we're like Chastain through the house. Like
it's like the Tower of the Wall of the North in Game of Thrones.
It is.
And Colin did that out of frustration because they were all everywhere, and he was like, we're piling this somewhere.
Wow. So you're taking a break.
So I'm taking a shopping
fair.
break until after August.
That's totally fair. Al, are you doing any revenge spending?
I don't think so.
You bought a lot of suits.
I did, but that's for work. Honestly, I feel myself turning into Otha, my dad. Otha Jackson.
Not spending it all.
I just don't want anything anymore. Is that weird?
Yeah.
I don't need anything.
Yeah, well.
I don't want anything. I think that's strange.
Well,
what about like Postmates or eating out?
No, I actually, you know, I was in South Carolina and took my family out to dinner on the last night, and I pulled a dad move. I just got a cup of coffee.
Oh.
I think I'm done with restaurants too, but that's another.
Wow,
that's
you
another
are
story.
turning into a
grandpa.
I think I'm done. I'm done with the rest of the world.
Would you have bought this? Our own producer, Michael Dean, does some revenge spending. He bought this recently just because it's a Jurassic T-Rex eating garden gnomes.
That's just
Michael Dean,
telling
this
your
is
neighbors
ridiculous.
don't send your kids over here. Like you can't send your kids to that house.
Head and shame.
I'm trying to figure out if it's more boredom or it's more just like, okay.
No, Lindsay, I want to know. Give me the 2 sets of decisions that had to be made before you pull the trigger on that. Like, what is that? Are those for kids?
I didn't buy anything this week. I don't know. Michael Dean, I need to know.
What section is that in? That's not a toy.
Maybe it's like garden humor wit.
I'll take that.
Does anybody come by and say, oh man, that's hilarious right there? Has that happened
Has
yet?
anyone come by, Michael?
I'm still waiting for it to come.
So it hasn't arrived yet. Okay, maybe we should
say
return
one
it.
thing, and I know we got to move on, but one thing that's really off-putting to me, and I'll say this as gently as I can, I don't like the front lawn display of the child in the pool relieving itself. Have you seen those? Like
What?
it's a
Oh, I
statue.
have.
It's a statue of like an angel.
It's a water fountain.
And I'm like, it's so inappropriate.
Yeah.
Like, why would that be in your front yard?
Not like an
It's a whole
infestation of that.
other topic.
But it's a weird.
All right,
lawn
we'll get to
thing.
that tomorrow, Al.
I'd rather the dinosaur.
Okay, great. Let's get to the final vote. Are you guilty of revenge spending? No. So 66% of you say no. Interesting.
I think a lot of people were doing it when we were locked in the house.
I think that's fair. I think that's fair.
Now they're outside.
Right.
Yeah.
We've got another revenge story for you. A Virginia father paid his final child support payments to his ex in pennies. 80,000 of them, to be exact. He pulled up to his ex's house in a rented trailer and dumped them on the lawn. Wow. He explained it was the result of 18 years of built-up frustration, but it had an impact on his 18-year-old daughter, who reportedly said, quote, "It's not just my mom he's trying to embarrass. It's also me and my sister, and it's upsetting that he didn't consider that before he did it." The mom and daughter decided to do something good with the pennies and donated them all to a domestic abuse center. But the question is this revenge or sheer pettiness? or penniness?
All right, that was good.
Thank you. And what would you do if this was your father? She sounds more mature than the dad by 1,000,000%. Don't you agree?
I have to be honest, the first time that I heard this story, I got hysterical in laughter.
Oh, you
And
liked
I was
it?
like, this dad is funny. But when I thought about it, big picture, he's not right. He's a grown man. This is embarrassing. His daughter is really offended, and he hasn't spoken to her in years, according to the report, allegedly. So, like,
Terrible.
he just it seems like a poor father. He's giving his $800 in pennies, and it's just embarrassing. But I thought, okay, maybe it's funny. It's like that story of the guy who was mad at his boss, and I think he dumped some pennies on his boss's lawn. I thought that was funny. This is a little less funny now.
Yeah, it's a little petty. I get it, but it's like, who gets that many pennies anyway? Where do you get that?
I think you guys are missing the bigger point, that this is his daughter. And clearly, you know, we talked about that. I've seen that happen with Airbnbs, people that didn't like, they didn't pay cleaning fees, so they sent pennies. When it's your daughter, you're sending a permanent message
I
that
agree.
you are just a bill.
Yeah.
And this is the last payment I have to have on this bill. And I think that
That's a fair
he probably
statement.
thought about this for years and sitting in his truck like, and then I'm gonna do this. And then when he did it and he woke up today and he was the worst dad in America, I'm sure he's somewhere regretting it, because that relationship with her is forever damaged.
That's a good point, that you're just a bill. I do want to say also that there's a quote that Pema, my Buddhist teacher, always says, and I wanted to give it to all of you. Holding on to anger or revenge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die.
Wow. Good quote. Drop the mic right there.
Well, she didn't write it.
I
It's
didn't.
not
It's a
her
good
teacher.
quote.
She
It's
just
a-
goes on YouTube
Okay.
and she goes, "This is my teacher." Like, Howard Stern is my DJ.
Okay.
Then. Okay.
As you may have seen, a herd of elephants has become the latest internet sensation in China. The elephants have been spotted wandering through the country in crazy places, eating crops, tearing through fields. It's like places they don't normally go. They've also gone through cities and villages, and so far, they've caused about $1 million worth of damage along the way. They've been eating and have shown this interest in wooden barrels of alcohol. Now, a drone even captured the herd passed out, taking a little nappy, except for this little restless baby who is squirming on top of his mama. The elephants have traveled more than 300 miles since escaping from a nature reserve last year. So why? Why have they been traveling like this? Some say it's because of a new type of grass that they find very, very tasty. Here's what one expert is saying.
How do you get a herd of elephants to turn around and go back home?
If you have a child in front of ice cream shop, can you easily get him out? Maybe not easy. If I was the elephant, I would stay.
Yeah, so people are like, why are they going? They're walking and endlessly walking, and they think it's to get to this new grass. Weird, right?
I think this is so cute with the elephants laying all
It's a
down. And I was like, oh, I'm about to do a you voice.
He's a cutie. But it's weird that they're doing that, because you think maybe they know something we don't know. Remember, elephants during the tsunami knew before and went to higher ground. They didn't lose one animal on that island in Sumatra.
Maybe the elephants don't know where they are or what they're doing.
No, they do.
Maybe,
on, elephants are smart.
Maybe we're overanalyzing.
You're
this.
wrong.
Why you
What
always
else
have
are
to
they
be-
gonna do?
No.
Go to the computer lab? They have nothing to do but walk.
No.
They're like Lord of the Rings.
Drink
they
water?
just walk. They're
First of
not
all,
doing anything.
They walk to
And
destinations.
getting hammered, apparently.
No, they don't ramble. They don't amble. They walk to water. They walk to grass. They walk to destinations. They mourn.
I think you're overdoing it. I think they like to drink and pass out in public with their kid. I'm not impressed.
Wow.
Wow.
You know, your opinion is irrelevant.
Good one. That was, that was like
the
a
other
5.5.
The penny one was better.
All right. I tried a lot
5.5.
today. I'm sorry, everyone. Coming up on DBL, we're talking with actress Yolanda Ross from Showtime's The Chi. And how often are you checking your phone? A little too much? Are you checking it right now? The worst times people are sneaking a peek at their screens, coming up next.
When the world went into quarantine for coronavirus, frivolous footwear got shoved into the back of the closet. Crocs and Birkenstocks made a comeback as many of us chose comfort over looks. But with more people returning to work and traveling, heels are once again flying off shelves. The head of the Footwear Distributors and Retailers of America told the New York Times he's seeing a noticeable increase in the sale of dress shoes, and that there is real concern over whether there will be enough supply for all of that demand. Makes sense since Google searches for high heels have spiked higher than a pair of stilettos in recent weeks, and people aren't just looking for any old heels. Designer footwear is in high demand. In fact, Manolo Blahnik, made famous by the patron saint of high heels, Carrie Bradshaw, announced it's bringing back its 5-inch heels, something the company hasn't sold in several years. It's a sign that as we hopefully return to normal, we will once again sacrifice comfort for a splash of style. Connecting the dots, I'm Rekha Muttaraj.
Welcome back to DBL. Big shout out to our coworkers. Sophia just wrote me and said she loved the irrelevant pun, so I'm giving a shout out
I'll
to
give it
Sophia.
a 6.5 now.
To say that.
We love you. We'll see you soon in studio. For so many of us, our smartphones are like an extension of our arms, right? Which sometimes means you're checking them at the worst or most embarrassing of times. So here's one example of that that's gone viral. A woman shared this video of her wedding from 4 years ago, and as she's walking down the aisle, the camera's focused on her fiance, who happens to then check his phone at the worst moment possible. Now, in his defense, she says he was checking to make sure he had his vows, which were on his phone. But the question is, are you guilty of checking your phone at the worst possible times? Okay.
I don't know if that's
You
even
are.
an excuse. Yes, but
You are, but you've
Like what
gotten
times?
way better. There was a time in which I would talk to Al and he would only be on his phone, and I would feel really hurt.
You just like talk to a wall.
Yes, but you're so much better. But I did want to say, like, you've gotten way better.
yeah, I'm more of like if I'm in a disagreement with somebody, I have a tendency. I think it's just a nervous habit. I'll look down at my phone. It's not a passive aggressive. It's like I don't know
it's
what
a safety
I don't know what to
thing.
do. It's like weird to make eye contact when you're arguing with somebody. Let me just check update ESPN.
That's what everyone does.
I'll check my phone, like if Al texts me, let's say we were doing a surprise for you. Like I'll be facing you and open it up and read it out loud or something.
Oh, that's what I'm doing.
You know, I'll just do it by accident. He'll be like, come on, that's why I text you. Like I do that all the time. And I just try to keep my brightness like
Yeah, everyone's doing the brightness
down
down.
to here.
That's
So
a good tip.
just that's how low I keep
I
it.
had a roommate that was mad at me for some reason. I never knew why. And she'd always be on her phone. And one time she was on her phone and I was like, hey, can we talk? And she's like, sorry. And then the phone rang.
Well,
She was not on the phone.
what about
Wow.
you, Tori? Are you like a serial phone checker? You're not on your phone that much.
I've become a little too much on like a date night. Brooks will be like, yo, remember me? I'm like, oh yeah. But Instagram, but I do need to remember, especially with kids. I know like if I start to have kids, when you have kids, you got to be careful because they will remember that and mock it, right? They'll do it.
Oh, well, they're
and they'll
gonna be on
feel
their
like
phone either way. But
they'll
you
feel
like use your
disconnected.
laptop the way people use their phone. Like you're on your computer a lot. I don't even have one.
I have a desktop at home.
Do you really? Wow, what a nerd. Do you have a headset to go with that?
Yeah.
Do you really? Okay, I'm
headset.
making fun of you.
Do you bring your laptop? Do you have a laptop?
No, I'm not like one of those people who's like, dear diary, I'm at a Starbucks. Like, what's going on?
I bring my laptop to Starbucks.
Are you when
Do
you have
you
a
really?
baby?
You're a Starbucks writer?
Not a writer, but I found like maybe not Starbucks, but a coffee shop. You know, I might have written a couple things in there.
Whoa. Nothing, no great novel was ever written at a Starbucks.
Well, good thing I ain't writing a novel. Maybe it's an email.
Coming up on DBL, Erica's catching up with actress Yolanda Ross from The Chi. Do not go away.
Greatest game ever invented. My great-great-great-great-grandfather learned the game from the Chinese.
You can rock these bones, you can start a cult.
Domino's Battle of the Bones.
Yeah.
It's such a fun movie. I mean, Barron's incredible. First-time director. He did a great job. Wrote the script with his friends. It's the whole group put together this amazing movie. Just so many talented people in it. It's so much fun.
Welcome back to DBL. Showtime's hit series The Chi mirrors the drama many Americans face, and one of the show's breakout stars, Yolanda Ross, spoke with Erica earlier about season 4 and more, and she's a DBL fan. That's today's Chatting with the Stars.
Yolanda, sis, welcome to DBL.
I'm happy to be here, Erica. We've been watching you.
Girl, I am so excited. I mean, we have so many connections. You are my Instagram friend. And you know, I know all about The Chi. Of course, I'm from Chicago, so the show really hits close to home. But first, let me shout out your parents, because I know that your parents are a part of the DBL Nation, and we love them.
You know they're watching right now, so.
I love it.
Now I'm going to hear all about it, so I'm just trying to make sure everything is right.
Everything will be perfect, and we appreciate them watching. So let's talk about you, because your story is so amazing. Now, you started acting, and your first gig was on SNL. So explain how you, quote, stumbled into that opportunity.
This store that I worked for in Soho called Nana, one of my employees, her name is Kelly, she used to do background work for SNL. So one weekend she was sick, and I was just like, well, this is New York. You know, any amount of money you can get, you go for it. And I was like, so could I just fill in for you? You know, I'm a body. They can use me. And they did use me. So SNL, they hired me that weekend, and they kept hiring me. So I ended up getting my union card and then an agent. And so, you know, in the late 90s, you could see me in the background of, like, say, Night at Roxbury. There were so many characters because I was there every weekend. So it was just a lot of fun. I made a couple extra $100 each week. Got to see the musical guests and, you know, got my union card.
That is amazing, but it also is a testament to what happens when you hustle. So everybody out there, you remember that, okay? Now, before you landed a lead role on The Chi, you just mentioned you also stole scenes in other major projects like New York Undercover, Antoine Fisher, and How to Get Away with Murder, which, oh my gosh, is like one of my all-time faves. Do you have any, like, funny or quirky stories about any of those stars.
There is a little one with Denzel when we were doing Antoine Fisher. That was like my second big thing that I had done. You know, they colored my hair at the time and he was giving his approval and he was just like looking. Then he just went, you know, and he was just like, I just had to like mess with your hair.
Oh.
So people like that girl's hair. What can I
like Denzel touched your hair?
Like, mess with it. Go ahead. I'm not stopping you.
Yeah, I know. He might be the only one who gets an exception to touch your hair.
Anybody else is death stare, like, don't even.
Exactly. Well, your character, Jada, in The Chi is a single mom, and this season she's an empty nester battling cancers.
I know if anything happened, he wouldn't be able to handle it.
You're not giving him enough credit.
I know, my child.
How does this reflect current issues within our healthcare system?
Well, you know the disparities are there. You know they're there. With this subject, I went in and I started working with a lot of organizations here in Chicago that deal with healthcare disparities. We can be doing everything we are supposed to, but we are not getting the care we are supposed to. It's not the same level of care. And, you know, and Jada goes through this on the show as well.
I love what you guys are doing. I've been a day oneer because I remember when Ty got booked on the show, y'all debuted about the same time that we debuted. And I've just been cheering like for you guys the whole time. Yolanda Ross, I look forward to seeing so much more of you. Listen, follow another member of DBL Nation by watching season 4 of The Chi on Showtime. We'll be right back.
Thanks, Erica.
A new report out of Canada says mental health visits during the postpartum period were up 30% compared to before the pandemic. Reports of anxiety and depression for new moms were up 39%, and reports of substance abuse issues for the group were up as well. One interesting finding in the report was women who lived in less populated areas reported more normal levels of mental health issues starting in the summer. The researchers think that's because COVID cases in those areas in Canada started to fall around that time, allowing for less social distancing and more in-person school and in-person dining. Mental health experts point out that social support can be crucial for new parents, especially new moms. The pandemic cut many people off from that social network and added to the stress of protecting a brand new baby. All this making a tough time even tougher.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Stephanie showed me some amazing products at even better prices. Speaking of revenge spending, am I right? Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com. Love that laugh. All right, what do you have for us today, Stephanie?
I've got something that will help anyone look their best no matter the occasion. It's the Cargo Cosmetics Full Face Bestsellers Edition bundle. Now, normally, this kit is $233.
Yeah, it's cargo.
We've got it, you're not going to believe it, for only $39, saving our viewers 83%. Next up, I have the perfect items to help you relieve your stress. It's the Evolution Saltco Calming Ambience Bundle with Himalayan salt lamp.
Whoa!
And pink salts. So the scented crystal salt is perfect for the ultimate bath experience, and it's going to decrease your stress.
Love.
So normally this kit is as much as $56.
Not great.
Yeah, but we've got it for only $20.
Yes!
Saving 64%. It's recommended that you change your toothbrush out about every 3 months. Well, you won't have to worry about that anymore with the Personic S430 Sonic toothbrush with 12 brush heads.
Ooh.
The supply of brush heads equals 3 years worth of use. This brush that provides 40,000 strokes per minute. Now, normally it's as much as $60. We've got it for $29. $29, which means you are saving 52%. I have got something that will help you fight summer allergies and also keep your home fresh all year round. It is the Homecraft Instant Clean 3-in-1 air purifier. The 3-in-1 purification system has technology that will kill airborne bacteria, viruses, germs, mold, spores, and the handle makes it easy to transport from room to room.
Lovely.
So normally this is as much as $150.
What do we have it for, Steph?
We've got it for only $79, saving up to 47%.
Good price. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com just right on your smartphone. Thank you so much, Steph. Some good, sweet deals. All right, we got some comments. Deanna says, I'm always telling my teen daughter to get off her phone. We're at the dinner table. My mom is a basket, and whoever picks up their phone first has to pay the bill.
I like that.
It's a good one. Bailey says, I'm totally guilty of picking up my phone and mindlessly scrolling when I'm mad at my boyfriend.
You're reading your comments off the phone.
Oh, that's true.
Why didn't you memorize them?
And Trace says, we have a rule, no phones at the table, period. It's true. Like, in the 90s, we were fine without it. It's not always an emergency.
Sometimes it is, though.
But it's not. It's
no, I love when
rarely.
people couldn't, like, they think they have access to you with the text message.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it was
getting
like
a pager, everybody, for tomorrow.
We'll renew every day. We'll see you same time, same place tomorrow with her pager. Bye, guys.
Today on Daily Blast Live.
Revenge spending to the extreme. DBL Nation, are you splurging to make up for lost time during the pandemic? A dad dumps his final child support payment in 80,000 pennies. Is this the ultimate level of petty? Here comes the bride. But why is the groom checking his phone at the altar? The video that's getting him roasted all over the internet. And stylist to the stars, Lawrence Zarian, is on DVL today.
Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Thank you, David. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Thursday, June 10th. I'm Tori in for Sam today, and I'm here with Jeff, Al, and Erica. Everyone looking sharp?
Yes.
Looking good?
Thank you. You look terrific.
I look like we're ready to start the day.
Good one.
Here we go.
You didn't know you didn't know how that sentence was going to end.
Nope, did not.
You didn't know how. She didn't know how to handle the serve of a compliment from me. She was like,
It didn't go well. All right, so we want to ask you this because we've all been talking about this. How many of you are guilty now that things are open? Have you been overspending? Huh? Some are even calling it revenge spending. This is very real now that movie theaters, gyms, restaurants are all back open. A lot of people are opening their wallets and revenge spending, trying to reconnect with people, friends, relatives, even getting into some new clothes again to look good. So are you guilty of this now that more places are back open? DBL Nation, we want to know what you're spending. Go to dblvote.com to let us know. Show of hands, is anyone like a super spender right during the pandemic?
I was a super spender. It was my duty as an American. I was stimulating the economy.
Bravo.
What were you spending things on besides your very, very strange couch that we all made fun of you for?
Okay, first of all, it is not
ottoman.
a couch. It is an ottoman. And
it was a strange
that
shape.
Was a gift from my mother-in-law. She didn't
I feel
pick,
terrible.
I feel worse after what I wrote.
No. She didn't pick it out. She just said, I would like for you guys to put this towards something in the house. We needed an ottoman.
I love it.
We picked it out. But we've done a lot of things to improve the home, but really I've been trying to make sure that I'm supporting local, that I'm supporting minority-owned businesses. So yeah, I've been out there. And also, I did my due diligence by going to restaurants, especially when you could take out your drinks. So I would go to the restaurant during a dog walk and, drink my margarita as I walk around the neighborhood.
That's how I learned how to do a fun dog walk. It was from Erica. Like, this is way better.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, Al, how about you?
I think I went the other way. I just became like a ferret. I just started burying whatever I had. I don't really need anything. But you know what? I kind of look at this a different. I don't know if this is revenge spending. I think that a lot of people had a year to think about what they really care about. And maybe I think a lot of us were just like, I haven't seen a movie in the theater in 2 years. I haven't taken my partner out. So maybe some of it's revenge, but some of it's like I haven't been doing anything because you can just start working and then what do you have?
I've been revenge hoarding.
Wait, explain that. Like a ferret?
I'm very much like Al. I don't know if we're getting older or we're dads. Me and Al are very similar.
What is it?
Very similar.
I just purchased a house this last year, right? And my whole life, I never really, my parents would give me what I wanted, right? But when I earned a little bit I did in Los Angeles, I was proud of that. I saved it, right? To one day build up a house and I want to keep climbing that ladder. My wife has no budget in her head, right? She doesn't think our water heater is going to break. She doesn't think we're going to need a new roof one day. She doesn't think we're going to get a flat tire ever.
Never.
So let's say if she makes $5,000 a year. Let's just put a number on it. She'll spend $499,000 or whatever it comes out to. And then our water heater breaks and she's like, our water heater's broke. Oh, really? Did we need 1,800 pillows around the house? No.
Jordan, we love your throw pillows.
She's a glass is completely full kind of person.
Always.
Completely coming over the rim full.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say that one of our producers, Michael Dean, also is a spender, and he's been spending. He also just recently purchased this. Michael Dean, let's take a look, for his garden.
What is that?
So it's from Spain.
Oh, it's eating the gnomes.
A T-Rex eating the gnomes. This is useless. Michael Dean, what do you have to say for yourself? Oh.
Michael Dean, I'm on your side, buddy. That's not a bad purchase.
No, Jeff, how can you come at Jordan and then defend that purchase?
It's better than pillows.
It's better better than Philip.
What is that?
Oh my gosh.
It's a T-Rex eating the nut.
No, I see what it is. It's like, who is it for?
I don't know. My kids would dig it.
That's true.
All right, final vote. Everyone says 58% of you are saying yes, you are guilty of revenge spending. And is it on Deal Blast? Let us know. So a slight majority, huh?
Yeah.
Deal Blast. I'm always repping it. All right, we've got another revenge story for you. A Virginia father paid his final child support payment to his ex in pennies. 80,000 of them. He pulled up to his ex's house, here's the video, in a rented trailer to dump all of the pennies out on the lawn. He explained it was the result of 18 years of built-up frustration, but it had an impact on his 18-year-old daughter, who reportedly said, quote, "It's not just my mom he's trying to embarrass, it's also me and my sister, and it's upsetting that he didn't consider that before he did that." The mom and daughter decided to do something good with the pennies and donated them all to a domestic abuse center. But the question is this revenge or sheer pettiness or penniness? And what would you do? And what would you do if this was your father? I thought the daughter sounded actually quite mature. I hadn't even thought, like, this is.
She has to be.
Yeah, because what an idiot of a dad. Sorry for being so harsh, but what a jerk. Erica?
Yeah, generally children tend to be a little bit more mature when their parents aren't. That's how I see things. Yeah, I think this is sabotage, because the idea that the kids weren't even considered in this equation. And I think everybody is really, whether it was for social media or not, everything is a stunt. And being a father can't be a stunt. He better hope that his daughter forgives him, because that would be a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The first reaction I had was like when someone falls. I'm like, oh my God, are you okay?
Yeah.
So like right away when I saw this, I'm like, oh my God, that's hilarious. I'm like, oh, and look at that letter from the kids.
Right.
It really hurt them, you know? And you have to think about things like that, you know? And as an adult, my first jerk reaction for a lot of things are not the right reaction, right? So you have to learn that patience as a father, to put in that time to go rent that truck, to realize what he's doing and not thinking about his kids. That's where he was wrong.
That's where, you know, this was not a snap decision.
Right.
And I think there's a deeper meaning behind $800 in pennies. The deeper meaning, I feel like, was to remind his daughter on the very last payment that you're just a bill. You were just a bill to me, and you don't mean anything to me. And then when he did it, I think he felt so bad. But this is one of those things that, like, I think we've learned as adults, there's some things that you can't take back. There's some things like, hey, I forgot to pay you back, we were at the club. That's one thing. But when you do something that you can't take back, he's going to have to eat this. This story will go away in about another 10 seconds, but he's going to have to eat this and ride with this for the rest of his life as he watches her grow up and get married. I hope that Instagram stunt was worth it, bro.
Wow. Very well said. I will say a quote for our DBL Nation about revenge. Holding on to anger or revenge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. You just poison yourself in the end. Did everyone get it?
I've said that like
we're familiar.
times.
Okay, cool. All right. So you may have seen a herd of
I didn't
elephants.
know if you were going to say, you said it like Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like you really just broke it down.
Like you invented
I didn't know.
Can I be honest?
We've said that on the show at least a dozen times.
Can I just say one thing real quick? Someone once called me Splinter. They said I look like Splinter,
No,
so
you're
that's
gorgeous.
harsh. Thanks, very premium. All right, this is a...
The rat?
Yeah, this is a herd of elephants.
See what I mean? Nerd, never mind.
All right, this is a herd of elephants we want to get to. It's become the latest internet sensation in China. These elephants have been spotted wandering through the country, eating crops, tearing through fields. They've gone through cities and villages, and so far, they've caused about $1 million worth of damage. And along the way, they've been eating and showing a lot of interest in wooden barrels of alcohol. A drone even captured the herd passed out, taking a little drunky nappy, except for this little restless baby who was squirming on top of his mama. Now, the elephants have traveled more than 300 miles since escaping from a nature reserve last year. So the big question we're all asking is why? Why are you traveling like this? Some say it's a new grass. It's a type of grass that they are finding very tasty. Here's what one expert is saying.
How do you get a herd of elephants to turn around and go back home?
If you have a child in front of ice cream shop, can you easily get him out? Maybe not easy. If I were the elephant, I would stay.
So they don't really know why they're taking this massive migration, but they're still going, and we even have footage of them. They took a bath earlier today, and I got I didn't get the footage. This is from them, the same herd, and they just are stopping along the way and eating and moving.
But we really know if it was the same herd.
Yes. Al.
I mean, we're trying to analyze these. They don't know what they're doing. They're just walking.
Al, they go to destinations.
To eat and get hammered, apparently. Like, I'm not really, I know dudes that do this.
And take a bath. It's like, that was yesterday for me.
Not taking care of your kid. Okay.
We have been holding on to this story for like days now, trying to get this on the show, and it finally gets on the show, and we're like, what the hell is this? Why are we talking about this? Are you saying it's a little irrelevant?
That was not bad. I like the pennies one better.
All right.
But yeah.
I like that one too.
Really?
That's why we did the story, so she could do that.
That's it. That was the whole shtick.
Oh, God. Coming up on DBL, Jessica Chastain, you will never believe. She stars as Tammy Faye Baker in an upcoming new movie. You will not believe what she looks like. And yes, another award show, the moments you might have missed at the CMT Awards. And how often are you checking your phone? Are you doing it right now? Huh? Too much? The worst times people are sneaking a peek at their screens, coming up next. Closed captioning provided.
When the world went into quarantine for coronavirus, frivolous footwear got shoved into the back of the closet. Crocs and Birkenstocks made a comeback as many of us chose comfort over looks. But with more people returning to work and traveling, heels are once again flying off shelves. The head of the Footwear Distributors and Retailers of America told the New York Times he's seeing a noticeable increase in the sale of dress shoes and that there is real concern over whether there will be enough supply for all of that demand. Makes sense since Google searches for high heels have spiked higher than a pair of stilettos in recent weeks, and people aren't just looking for any old heels. Designer footwear is in high demand. In fact, Manolo Blahnik, made famous by the patron saint of high heels, Carrie Bradshaw, announced it's bringing back its 5-inch heels, something the company hasn't sold in several years. It's a sign that as we hopefully return to normal, we will once again sacrifice comfort for a splash of style. Connecting the dots, I'm Rekha Muttaraj.
Welcome back to DBL, everyone. Check out our coworkers at home. Kelly Schubert liked my irrelevant joke, so I'm saying hi to Kelly. Keep up the great work, everyone.
Like.
I got one like. That's all I got. All right, for so many of us, our smartphones are like an extension of our arms, which sometimes means you're checking them at the worst or most embarrassing of times. Here's one example that's gone viral. So a woman shared this video of her wedding from 4 years ago. As she's walking down the aisle, the camera's focused on her fiance, who happens to check his phone.
No, he didn't.
Yes, at the worst.
No, he didn't.
Wait for it. Possible
No, he
time.
did
Now,
not.
wait.
No,
hold
he
up.
did not.
Hold up, Erica. Wait this. Now, in his defense, she says he was checking to make sure he had his vows
There we go. That
on
makes
the
sense.
phone. Okay.
What's that face for? He looked nervous. He was sweating.
First of all, that is a marquee moment in a wedding, okay?
It's true.
He could have done that as the groomsmen were walking out, maybe as his mama was walking out if he was going to do that when his future wife was walking out. But everybody looks at the groom to see what the reaction is going to be as the bride is walking down the aisle. And the groom should be captivated.
Erica, you speak for a living. You don't have the fear of speaking in front of people, which is most people's #1 fear. And also, it's your wedding day.
Over death.
And it's your wedding day, and you don't want to blow it. And I'm sure, like, he's panicking. He's swaying, got his hands in his pockets, looking weird. And he's just like, oh, how do I start off? And I think he just needed a glance to just, like, if I get the first 2 words out, I'm good. It was a bad look.
He wasn't starting the first 2 words. That's what the officiant is for. He could have taken the 30 seconds to watch the woman walk down the aisle while everybody else is watching him.
It's a big moment. It's a big moment. But let me ask you guys this. Are you guilty of checking your phones at the worst possible time? Is anyone bad at this?
Terrible.
Oh, she's owning up.
But I didn't do it as I was walking down the aisle. I did a... I don't even know if I can say this.
Oh, now I definitely want to. Please.
I was on my phone during a physical, like an annual at the OBGYN.
Oh, wow.
It's
a distraction.
What were you looking at?
It was important. I had to text something.
Hey, that's comfortable.
Multitasking.
That's very comfortable.
It's not comfortable
Jeff,
at all,
what
Jeff.
about you? I feel like, Jeff, you are good with getting rid of your phone as soon as you walk through the door.
Yeah, I'm good with that. But it takes, like, I have to put it down. Like, I have to be conscious of it. You know what I mean? But I've taken time, like, I don't go on social media for now. I'm taking a little break. So that takes up a lot of your time,
I've noticed,
huge amount,
right?
So I don't care or have to look at Instagram. And I think that's what a lot of people are looking at is like, ooh, did I get likes? Somebody? Does that sound like anybody?
Yeah.
Tori cares about likes, and that's it.
I do.
That makes you like everybody
But
else.
I also am now learning what a dopamine hit it is and how fake it is and how fleeting it is. And I'm working on bettering self-validation.
There you go. It's like the same thing in Vegas. The slot machines, they say it's the same as looking
Oh, I
at
love the
Instagram.
slots. I'm a big slot fan. Okay. I ran out a lot of money in Vegas. Coming up on DBL, summer's almost here, so how does the heat affect COVID? Don't worry, we got our doc here, Dr. Pyle Coley, join us live to talk about that and why we're seeing more cases of the common cold. Don't go away.
Greatest game ever invented. My great-great-great-great-grandfather learned the game from the Chinese.
You can rock these bones, you can start a cult.
Domino's Battle of the Phones. Yeah. It's such a fun movie. I mean, Darren's incredible. First-time director. He did a great job. Wrote the script with his friends. The whole group put together this amazing movie. Just so many talented people in it. It's so much fun.
back to DBL. We are slowly but steadily making our way out of this pandemic, but there's still some areas we need to navigate. And the captain of our ship is Dr. Payal Kohli. She's the admiral, and she joins us live, looking beautiful as always. And Doctor, today we want to talk about direct and indirect effects of the coronavirus. So, for instance, one indirect effect is that now masks have come off. People are venturing out of their bubbles. The cold is coming back. Great picture right there in a big way. But did it ever go away, or are our immune systems just weaker from being inside and away from people for so long?
You know, it has nothing to do with our immune systems being weaker, because most of the antibody protection to colds doesn't last very long. That's how we can get them over and over again. It has everything to do with our behavior. Exactly what you said, Tori, that the masks have come off. We're getting together. We're seeing our friends. And I know I'm not being as careful about washing my hands now, and that's why the cold has made a comeback.
Oh, the washing of the hands.
Absolutely.
I can see that.
Everyone talk when I'm on. We had a little camera problem behind the scenes here, Doc, so I'm going right here. Hey, Doc, experts are saying that our next flu season is going to be severe as a result of the pandemic. Why is that?
So, Jeff, you're married, so you may not be able to relate to this, but really think about it. After you have a bad breakup, what do? You go out and date a bunch of people that you wouldn't normally have dated just because you're on the rebound, so to speak. So that's exactly what we're doing with our behavior here. We've essentially been unable to see people for so long that we're almost going in the opposite direction. We're traveling more, we're getting together more, and the flu knows that that's how it spreads. And so nothing has changed with the flu. It's going to spread when we get together with people, and I think that's why people are concerned that this flu season may be worse than last year's, of course, where we really didn't have one.
Wow. Well,
Alice, your turn.
We're all partnered up, so I think we're going to be okay.
Great.
Not all of us, Al. I'm still single.
She's single.
Yeah. I know, but I don't think that's...
Single, so I got to be careful this year.
And she deserves the best. I'm sorry. Sorry, I want her to...
All right, but you got, like, real Remember the Titans over there.
Okay, I got aggressive. I'm sorry. I love Dr. Kohli.
All right.
Sorry.
Doc, is the summer heat going to directly or indirectly affect the virus? And what about people that have already had the virus?
Al, it is going to both directly and indirectly affect the virus. So we know that cold viruses, and coronavirus is a part of the cold virus family, follow the seasons. So we know that in warm, dry temperatures like here in Denver, the virus doesn't spread as efficiently. It does spread more efficiently in cooler and more humid temperatures. So summer, we're hoping, will slow down the spread of the virus, but then our behavior changes, and that's the indirect effect. We start going out more, we start getting together more, we start traveling more, and that may have an effect in the opposite direction. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, but as you know, the biggest impact on the virus spread this summer, Al, is going to be from those vaccinations. So if you haven't gotten it yet, go out and get that vaccine.
Yes.
So, Dr. Kohli, we're still really quickly having some residual effects, and big news broke yesterday that basically COVID-19 can directly cause type 1 diabetes. Can you explain that for us?
This was really scary, Erica, and really, really serious, especially for those young people out there that might get COVID. And essentially what we found is that COVID-19 can directly affect the cells in our body that make insulin, and insulin regulates our blood sugar. So by attacking these cells, it can reduce the production of insulin, which can lead to high blood sugars and diabetes. So for those young people out there who have either gotten COVID and recovered, or those that are skeptical about getting the vaccine, it's really important to keep this in mind, because you could take a small problem and turn it into a chronic lifelong illness like diabetes.
Wow. My sister is dealing with diabetes right now, and let me tell you, it is not easy support to all those. Please get your vaccinations. Again, if you do want to maybe ask the doc out on a date, you have to come through me first. Thank you so much, Doctor. We will be right back. Dr. Kohli. Bye, Doc.
Promotional consideration is brought to you.
A new report out of Canada says mental health visits during the postpartum period were up 30% compared to before the pandemic. Reports of anxiety and depression for new moms were up 39%, and reports of substance abuse issues for the group were up as well. One interesting finding in the report was women who lived in less populated areas reported more normal levels of mental health issues starting in the summer. The researchers think that's because COVID cases in those areas in Canada started to fall around that time, allowing for less social distancing and more in-person school and in-person dining. Mental health experts point out that social support can be crucial for new parents, especially new moms. The pandemic cut many people off from that social network and added to the stress of protecting a brand new baby. All this making a tough time even tougher.
Did have friends in college. Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. Deanna wrote, I'm always telling my teen daughter to get off her phone when she's at the dinner table. There's a way you can do it with a basket, and you all put your phones in, and the first person to get their phone has to pay the bill.
I would give my phone away.
I know you would. Bailey says, I'm totally guilty of picking up my phone and mindlessly scrolling when I'm mad at my boyfriend. And Trey says, we have a rule, no phones at the table, period. My mom does not allow phones at the table as well.
I like that emergency.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't? Okay.
Well, I mean, it hasn't happened.
Okay, well maybe it has and you just didn't pick your phone up.
Well, you could still put it on the side.
You could hear it, yeah, exactly. If it's like bling, 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 we're gonna look.
What kind of ringtone do you have?
Yeah.
I have one.
She has a razor phone.
All right, if you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show on Facebook or YouTube. You can chat with these other viewers. You leave your comments and be part of the DBL Nation. But if you're sticking around, here's what's coming up. Stylist Lawrence Zarian is here. He's wonderful, and he's sharing the hottest fashion trends for women this season, and it's comfortable. Plus, the biggest moments of the CMT Awards will show you the stars who are shining bright. And a big, big thank you to our coworkers watching from home right now. DBL, we are new every single day. We're always honest. We're always funny. We'll be right back.
Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. That was Gladys Knight.
Yeah, it was.
By the way,
I'm like blown away.
Can I be honest? I just looked up. She's 77 years old. That woman.
Yes.
I've never.
Gladys, I mean, obviously we know she's a legend, but I do have to share this quote because it's my favorite Gladys Knight quote. She said, "Dressing up is how you show respect for your audience." And ever since I've heard that, I'm like, you know what? I have to show respect for myself so that they feel like I'm being respectful towards them.
Beautiful. I got to get out of my sweatpants.
No, you always look great.
Well, all right, I don't. That was Gladys Knight bringing him some soul to the Country Music Television Awards last night. I'm Tori. I'm in for Sam today, and I'm here with Jeff, Alan, Erica. Let's get started. Carrie Underwood, an American Idol winner, was the big winner at the CMT Awards. People forget that.
Fun fact from 23 years ago.
Sorry, but people forget that.
Yeah.
She and John Legend won Video of the Year for their song Hallelujah.
Who's married to Chrissy Teigen?
Carrie thanked John, who wasn't at the awards, for agreeing to sing the song with her. On the fashion front, co-host Kelsey Ballerini changed into not one, not two, but 5 brightly colored outfits throughout the night. And nominee Mickey Guyton walked the red carpet in this stunning pale yellow gown. But everyone's talking about Carly Pierce, who brought her 1-year-old Shih Tzu, June, as her date. Of course, it's after June Carter. As her date, Carly adopted the pup following her divorce from fellow country singer Michael Ray. Is this cute, or is this like, oh, that's a bit tacky? And I don't mean to be judgmental, but we're on a talk show. Let's talk about it. When you bring a dog to a red carpet as your date, is that like, oh?
Well, you have a dog as well, but you two have smaller dogs like that. Would you bring your dog on a red carpet?
No.
And I have a dog their size, Peach.
You're just a little. Oh,
yeah,
that's right.
Peach is 10 pounds. That would never happen.
No.
So Erica, proceed.
No, well, Spike is his own man. Like, you can't get Spike to do jack. Like, Spike's like, nah, dog, I'm just here. Like, I mean, I try to take him out to, like, patios and stuff so I can stay a little longer and hang out. It's a fool's errand. No, he has his own mind.
I'm just aware that some people probably wouldn't want dog hair on the red carpet. Like, it's probably, like, bad. Like, you don't like dog dirt.
No. Well, here's the thing. I love dogs.
Right.
I love cats and animals, and I love that. I hate irresponsible dog owners.
Fair.
I hate irresponsible owners. When I'm at a restaurant and you have your dog as your date and it's eating out off a plate, that's not cool.
That's
You're
LA.
a bad dog owner. Yeah, it is LA. I don't even get to the baby carriages with the dogs in there. I'm going to leave that one alone. But how about, like, I'm in the elevator. I used to live in an apartment, and there's like a 100-pound dog, and my son's 1, and they just smash into my son and like, oh, he's friendly. I'm like, he's 100 pounds, and my son's at 1. Like, pull your dog back a little bit, and you're like, ha, 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 and like talking to other people. It's like, that's irresponsible. I don't like dogs or people who don't clean up after their dogs, and not everyone loves that on a red carpet when you're all dressed up and a dog's by you.
Yeah, a lot of people just, if I don't have a dog, it doesn't mean that I want to have a dog when you're around. It means that I don't have a dog for a reason. And when you start bringing your dog to the red carpet, when you start bringing your dog to like a patio where people are out drinking, that's cool for a second until maybe your dog starts barking, maybe your dog decides to relieve themselves, or just like for me, I don't like for a dog to be eating near where I'm eating, because if I smell the dog food, I'm done eating. So like, it's kind of like, I love dogs. I have dogs, but like, you don't take
boundaries.
Yeah, I'm down with like the patios
Right.
that are for dogs. I'm all down with that. It's like when you try to push that border.
Right.
At one time, one quick story. I was in MAC. I remember because I was with my wife.
The cosmetic store.
Yeah, the cosmetic store on the 3rd Street Promenade in Los Angeles. Someone brought a Great Dane into the store. I'm not even joking. I was like, "Is this lady for real?" And it took a pee on the floor. No. This is a horse. It's a giant. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, I know we're moving on, but I was like, what is going on in your mind?
I had a Great Dane, and I would have never done that because that tail will knock you out.
Yeah, it's big,
like
it's
a baseball bat.
Sorry.
Appreciate the story, and let's all be better with our dogs. All right.
Good visual.
Very good.
Moving
All right, we
on.
have more on Kanye West's alleged romance with model Irina Shayk. According to E! News, his ex Kim Kardashian isn't too concerned about the dating rumors. Kim apparently does not mind at all who Kanye dates as long as it doesn't impact her kids. Kanye and Irina were spotted together in France earlier this week. They've known each other for years because Irina walked the runway for his fashion label and also appeared in one of his videos. Meantime, Jennifer Garner is reportedly A-OK with the return of Bennifer. US Weekly claims that Jennifer approves of ex-Ben Affleck dating J-Lo again. The site adds that Jennifer thinks J-Lo is a wonderful person and an amazing mother. Did I just read 2 mature adult relationships?
No.
That might make, no, what do you mean?
You read a sexist story.
Oh, tell me.
Why are women always pitted against each other? Why don't we want to know what the man thinks about what is happening after that? I'm just going to be really honest. When you break up, the woman always knew you were going to break up first. She's prepared herself. She's already enrolled in university. She's decided how short she's going to cut her hair and what color. Her whole life has moved on before your U-Haul even gets there.
Wow.
So I don't know why people act like women are the ones like, oh, who is he dating now? Like, it's over.
Wow.
We've already come up with a template and a storyboard for who's our next relationship.
But would you say in this case the reason that they asked the women is because the men kind of moved down and are dating on a more high profile level? Like, we don't know who Kim's dating, and I don't know if we know who Jennifer Garner's dating, but I do think it shows a bigger lesson in that if you are really happy for your ex, when they move on, you realize that it's also helpful for you as a parent to have a stable co-parent. So if they found somebody and they're happy and they're not out till 4 in the morning trying to hang out, if they got somebody that they're having a stable life with, it'll ultimately be good for you and your kids.
Brilliantly said.
Jennifer Gardner and Ben Affleck haven't been together in like 2 days since forever.
Let it
he
go.
had a whole other fiance, didn't he?
Yeah, he was with Ana de Armas from Knives Out. He was with her for a long, long time. I don't know why I'm talking.
I was about to say, why are you talking?
Okay, sorry.
You made a great point, but then you ruined
I ruined it with the accent. All right, we have our first look. This is insane. At Jessica Chastain, y'all know her. She's a great actress. She transformed into Tammy Faye Baker in the biopic. Is that how I say it? Biopic. The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Have a look.
You need to get her under control. I built you an empire.
I built you an empire. Some people, they're just hurting so bad, and we just need to love them. I want to put my arm around you.
And I want to put my arms around you, Tammy Faye.
Wow, if you don't remember, Tammy Faye and her husband Jim Baker were televangelists in the 70s and 80s, but then their world came crashing down when Jim was accused of sexually assaulting the church secretary, Jessica Hahn, and later convicted of fraud. Now, Tammy Faye was known for her very flamboyant style and wearing heavy eye makeup. Here's a look at Tammy Faye next to Jessica.
Wow.
That is spot on. Here's another look of the real Tammy Faye and Jessica with red hair. Wow. That's Jessica. Wow. And one of Jim and Tammy next to Jessica and Andrew Garfield, who plays Jim in the biopic.
He looks good, too.
He does look good. And I think Jerry Falwell is played, I believe, by Vincent D'Onofrio, who's an amazing actor and will melt into that character. I'm super looking forward to this.
I think it's going to open a lot of people's eyes,
Yeah,
right? Because
yeah.
they might not know the story of Tammy Faye, but we do have a lot of televangelists right now
Today.
that are under some suspicion, maybe.
Absolutely.
So I think this is going to open a lot of people's eyes. But more than that, I think when I think it's Tammy Faye, I think of Crying on Saturday Night Live. Do you remember that?
With the huge eye makeup.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I remember this story back then. This is Saturday Night Live. And this is how I remember them, not so much the story.
Right. Well, that was this video became infamous for this over-the-top crying and her huge makeup and trying to make up for the fraud. They really defrauded millions of dollars worth, you know, and really did horrible things, and a lot of people lost a lot. So I don't want to overglaze that. I really do feel
Now
badly.
we just go to Bravo for that type of scandal.
Is it overglaze or glaze over?
So coming up on DBL, we're catching up with celebrity stylist Lauren Zarian. He's so cute. He's dishing on the hot fashion trends for women this summer that are actually comfortable and give a round of sound. What does that mean for our coworkers?
Clapping.
Oh, still working at home. We're trickling people back in, but we'll see you all soon safely.
We don't want to overglaze our appreciation.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
I was like, what does that mean?
Closed captioning.
When the world went into quarantine for coronavirus, frivolous footwear got shoved into the back of the closet. Crocs and Birkenstocks made a comeback as many of us chose comfort over looks. But with more people returning to work and traveling, heels are once again flying off shelves. The head of the Footwear Distributors and Retailers of America told the New York Times he's seeing a noticeable increase in the sale of dress shoes and that there is real concern over whether there will be enough supply for all of that demand. Makes sense since Google searches for high heels have spiked higher than a pair of stilettos in recent weeks, and people aren't just looking for any old heels. Designer footwear is in high demand. In fact, Manolo Blahnik, made famous by the patron saint of high heels, Carrie Bradshaw, announced it's bringing back its 5-inch heels, something the company hasn't sold in several years. It's a sign that as we hopefully return to normal, we will once again sacrifice comfort for a splash of style. Connecting the dots, I'm Rekha Muttaraj.
Welcome back to DBL. For over 20 years, Lauren Zarian has been telling women the hottest fashion trends. But now he's doing it with his very own designs. Earlier, we spoke with him about his new collection. But first, we had to grill him on his friendship with a certain Kelly Clarkson. That's today's DBL Spotlight.
Welcome back, friend of the show, Lawrence.
Hi, guys.
We miss
Socially
you.
distant hug for everybody.
I know, but we're going to get you back in the studio soon. We're so proud of you. We know that you're really close friends with Kelly Clarkson, who is... look at him. Well, she's taking over Ellen's spot. Those are some big shoes to fill. How do you think she'll do?
I didn't even know that. I think, see, I bring the world together and I bring in information. Kelly is the real deal, and I'll tell you why she's the real deal. What you see is what you get. No thrills, no fuss, just a good woman, a good mama who happens to be talented, and everybody loves her. Can I show you something?
Yes,
because,
please.
Knock on wood, I've been so blessed to be on the show.
We've been knocking on wood all day.
Okay, are you ready? Now hold on, I'm gonna show you this. This is what is in my living room.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
That's so hilarious.
That is amazing.
I would have a picture of me and Kelly Clarkson too. I don't blame you one bit. We need to get one of you and us, and you better have one of us in your living room too, Lawrence.
Lawrence, I'm going to send you a cardboard cutout of myself, and I want to be right behind you guys.
Yeah. We want all of our viewers to hear about your collection because let me tell you, you are definitely carving a lane where a lot of women feel like that they can't wear certain clothes because they feel like they're ostracized, whether it's their shape, whether it's the color of their skin.
I've been doing this business for 20 years, and I spent a majority of those 20 years in the dressing room with women doing makeovers. And women have trusted me, they've confided in me, and they have told me what they've wanted. They've wanted something to throw on, no fuss dressing, that makes them feel beautiful. And thus, my CAXLZ Celebration Collection was born.
Lawrence,
Awesome.
I got to tell you, as a curvy girl, I consider myself a curvy girl. I got curves in all the right places, you know, but they're still there.
Amen. Amen.
But yes, as that girl, I'm always looking for an inclusive line because that means that my curves are considered. So what's one of the pieces that you consider the most versatile for everyone?
Well, I think every woman needs a great t-shirt. So with my CAXLZ Celebration Collection, I designed something called the Tony T. It is a $45 sequin t-shirt.
Ooh. It's sequin?
It's sequin. It has a longer sleeve on the arm because a lot of women in those dressing rooms have said, could you just cover my arm a little bit more? And every single piece that I've designed is named after, wait for it, strong, powerful, talented, loving women that are in my life.
I love, Lawrence, that you're highlighting the great women in your life, to paying tribute to them, so to speak. I think that's amazing. But for me, Lawrence, if you know me, I love to shower my wife with sales and clearance items. So do you have any low-budget style tips for summer for the women out there?
We keep it real here.
Look, let me say this. And I'm going to only say it because I spent a lot of time on it. All my pieces are so affordable. Like I've got a black palazzo pant. It's called the Sherry pant. That's $45. I've got the Bianca jacket, machine washable with pockets. So yes, you can go and buy sale items, but why wouldn't you buy a top quality item at a price that everyone can afford?
Once again, we're so proud of you. So to get your glam to all of our viewers right there, head over to connectedapparel.com and check out CAXLZ. And don't forget to follow LZ on Instagram at Lawrence Zarian. We love you, Lawrence.
I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait for all of us to be together very soon.
Soon, very soon. We'll be right back.
Greatest game ever invented. My great-great-great-great-grandfather learned the game from the Chinese.
You can rock these bones, you can start a cult.
Domino's Battle of the Bones. Yeah. It's such a fun movie. I mean, Baron's incredible. First-time director. He did a great job. Wrote the script with his friends. It's the whole group put together this amazing movie. Just so many talented people in it. It's so much fun.
to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Stephanie showed me some.
And I showed you, too.
No, you didn't. It was Stephanie. You were not here. She showed me some amazing products at even better prices. Here's this week's DVL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com. All right, what do you have for us today, Stephanie?
Hey, Tori, I'm here with some great products and deals just for you guys. So first up, I've got something that will help anyone look their best no matter the occasion. It's the Cargo Cosmetics Full Face Bestsellers Edition bundle. So you can highlight your natural beauty with this all-inclusive set. We've got brushes, lipsticks, contour palettes, and gel lip colors. So the magic brushes act as magnets to pick up the powder, and then you can apply your makeup evenly onto your face and eyelids. And the lipstick kit, there's so many of them, I love it. It's long wear, smudge proof, and it does not settle into your fine lines. The contour palette silky powder formula blends beautifully for a really professional result. Now, normally, this kit is $233.
It's cargo. It's good stuff.
There's a lot,
it's good
there's a
stuff.
lot
There's a
of
lot.
things here. We've got it. You're not going to believe it. For only $39, saving our viewers 83%.
That's like one lipstick, guys. You can get all of that, and Cargo is such a good company. They have good ethics. Go ahead and feel comfortable with that.
Next up, I have the perfect items to help you relieve your stress and relax in the comfort of your own home. It's the Evolution Saltco Calming Ambience Bundle with Himalayan salt lamp.
Whoa!
And pink salts. So the set includes this stunning salt lamp. We've got a lavender bath salt and one eucalyptus bath salt. And the salt lamp absorbs moisture out of the air and lets you reap the benefits of essential oil aromatherapy. So the scented crystal salt is perfect for the ultimate bath experience, and it's going to decrease your stress. So normally this kit is as much as $56.
Not great.
Yeah, but we've got it for only $20.
Yes!
Saving 64%.
Now, Steph, you are like, to me, the person giving me relaxation for a good price. So now I see you as like my Buddha. Namaste.
All right, now, Tori, did you know it's recommended that you change your toothbrush out about every 3 months? Well, you won't have to worry about that anymore with the Personic S430 Sonic toothbrush with 12 brush heads. The supply of brush heads equals 3 years worth of use, and they're color coded.
Nice.
So you can get a deep clean with this brush that provides 40,000 strokes per minute, and yet it's still gentle on your teeth and gums. It also has a built-in 2-minute brushing timer. Now, normally it's as much as $60. We've got it for $29.
Ho, ho, ho,
$29, which means you are saving 52%.
Brush the plaque and the savings right off. Am I right?
Oh, absolutely. Okay, last but not least, I have got something that will help you fight summer allergies and also keep your home fresh all year round. It is the Homecraft Instant Clean 3-in-1 air purifier. The 3-in-1 purification system has technology that will kill airborne bacteria, viruses, germs, mold, spores. I love this. The carbon-activated pre-filter helps get rid of the common household odors from pets, smoking, and cooking. And it's lightweight, it's got a slim design, and the handle makes it easy to transport from room to room.
Lovely.
So normally this is as much as $150.
Pricey, but it's worth it. I would say I'd even get it at that price. What do we have it for, Steph?
We've got it for only $79, saving up to 47%.
Put it somewhere sleek. It doesn't look like it's taking up too much room.
No.
Good price. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com just right on your smartphone. Thank you so much, Steph. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you.
A new report out of Canada says mental health visits during the postpartum period were up 30% compared to before the pandemic. Reports of anxiety and depression for new moms were up 39%, and reports of substance abuse issues for the group were up as well. One interesting finding in the report was women who lived in less populated areas reported more normal levels of mental health issues starting in the summer. The researchers think that's because COVID cases in those areas in Canada started to fall around that time, allowing for less social distancing and more in-person school and in-person dining. Mental health experts point out that social support can be crucial for new parents, especially new moms. The pandemic cut many people off from that social network and added to the stress of protecting a brand new baby. All this making a tough time even tougher.
Tomorrow on DBL, she was kidnapped twice by the same perp when she was just a child. Now one woman is sharing her unbelievable true story.
And it's not by a scary stranger that looks weird. It's by somebody that looks like your best friend.
And is David Arquette ready to spill any Scream 5 secrets?
Was there any like insider info you can give us about the movie, like who did it?
Oh man.
That's tomorrow on DBL. Welcome back to DBL.
We were saying how awesome David Arquette was.
Wait, he was like...
Baron Davis, same.
Yeah, we were talking to David Arquette, and he was almost like who you want him to be. He was that guy. He was just great. He was great. Thanks for helping me out on that.
Okay.
They caught us chatting when we came back.
That's true. What'd you say, Al?
I wanted to interview Baron Davis. I'm a huge fan.
He was super cool.
He was awesome.
Man,
you missed out a lot.
Icon.
Oh.
Hurry up and read a comment.
You know what? The comment says Tori did a great job. DBL is new.
Do a good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Every day. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Bye, guys.
About today on Daily Blast Live.
Revenge spending to the extreme. DBL Nation, are you splurging to make up for lost time during the pandemic? A dad dumps his final child support payment in 80,000 pennies. Is this the ultimate level of petty? Here comes the bride. But why is the groom checking his phone at the altar? The video that's getting him roasted all over the internet. And stylist to the stars, Lawrence Zarian, is on DVL today.
Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Thank you, David. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Thursday, June 10th. I'm Tori in for Sam today, and I'm here with Jeff, Al, and Erica. Everyone looking sharp?
Yes.
Looking good?
Thank you. You look terrific.
I look like we're ready to start the day.
Good one.
Here we go.
You didn't know how that sentence was going to end.
Nope, did not.
You didn't know how. She didn't know how to handle the serve of a compliment from me. She was like,
it didn't go well. All right, so we want to ask you this because we've all been talking about this. How many of you are guilty now that things are open? Have you been overspending? Huh? Some are even calling it revenge spending. This is very real now that movie theaters, gyms, restaurants are all back open. A lot of people are opening their wallets and revenge spending, trying to reconnect with people, friends, relatives, even getting into some new clothes again to look good. So are you guilty of this now that more places are back open? DBL Nation, we want to know what you're spending. Go to dblvote.com to let us know. Oh, show of hands, is anyone like a super spender right during the pandemic?
I was a super spender. It was my duty as an American. I was stimulating the economy.
Bravo.
What were you spending things on besides your very, very strange couch that we all made fun of you for?
Okay, first of all, it is not
ottoman.
a couch. It is an ottoman. And
it was a strange
that
shape.
Was a gift from my mother-in-law. She didn't
I feel
pick
terrible.
I feel worse after what I wrote.
No. She didn't pick it out. She just said, I would like for you guys to put this towards something in the house. We needed an ottoman.
I love it.
We picked it out. But we've done a lot of things to improve the home, but really I've been trying to make sure that I'm supporting local, that I'm supporting minority-owned businesses. So yeah, I've been out there. And also, I did my due diligence by going to restaurants, especially when you could take out your drinks. So I would go to the restaurant during a dog walk and, drink my margaritas.
That's how I learned.
The neighborhood.
That's how I learned how to do a fun dog walk. It was from Erica. This is way better.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, Al, how about you?
I think I went the other way. I just became like a ferret. I just started burying whatever I had. I don't really need anything. But you know what? I kind of look at this a different. I don't know if this is revenge spending. I think that a lot of people had a year to think about what they really care about. And maybe I think a lot of us were just like, I haven't seen a movie in the theater in 2 years. I haven't taken my partner out. So maybe some of it's revenge, but some of it's like I haven't been doing anything because you can just start working and then what do you have?
I've been revenge hoarding.
Wait, explain that. Like a ferret?
I'm very much like Al. I don't know if we're getting older or we're dads. Me and Al are very similar.
What is it?
Very similar. I just purchased a house this last year, right? And my whole life, I never really, I mean, my parents would give me what I wanted, right? But when I earned a little bit I did in Los Angeles, I was proud of that. I saved it, right? To one day build up a house. I want to keep climbing that ladder. My wife has no budget in her head, right? She doesn't think our water heater is going to break. She doesn't think we're going to need a new roof one day. She doesn't think we're going to get a flat tire ever.
Never.
So let's say if she makes $5,000 a year. Let's just put a number on it. She'll spend $499,000 or whatever it comes out to. And then our water heater breaks and she's like, our water heater's broke. Oh, really? Did we need 1,800 pillows around the house? No.
Jordan, we love your throw pillows.
She's a glasses completely full kind of person.
Always.
Completely coming over the rim full.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I will say that one of our producers, Michael Dean, also is a spender, and he's been spending. He also just recently purchased this. Michael Dean, let's take a look, for his garden.
What is that?
So it's from Spain.
Oh, it's eating the gnomes.
A T-Rex eating the gnomes. This is useless. Michael Dean, what do you have to say for yourself? Oh.
Michael Dean, I'm on your side, buddy. That's not a bad purchase.
No, Jeff, how can you come at Jordan and then defend that purchase?
It's better than pillows.
It's better than pillows.
What is that?
Oh my gosh.
It's a T-Rex eating the gnomes.
No, I see what it is. Like, who is it for?
I don't know, my kids would dig it.
That's true.
All right, final vote. Everyone says 58% of you are saying yes, you are guilty of revenge spending. And is it on Deal Blast? Let us know. So a slight majority, huh?
Yeah.
Deal Blast. I'm always repping it. All right, we've got another revenge story for you. A Virginia father paid his final child support payment to his ex in pennies. 80,000 of them. He pulled up to his ex's house, here's the video, in a rented trailer to dump all of the pennies out on the lawn. He explained it was the result of 18 years of built-up frustration, but it had an impact on his 18-year-old daughter, who reportedly said, quote, "It's not just my mom he's trying to embarrass, it's also me and my sister, and it's upsetting that he didn't consider that before he did that." The mom and daughter decided to do something good with the pennies and donated them all to a domestic abuse center. But the question is this revenge or sheer pettiness or penniness? And what would you do? And what would you do if this was your father? I thought the daughter sounded actually quite mature. I hadn't even thought, like, this is.
She has to be.
Yeah, because what an idiot of a dad. Sorry for being so harsh, but what a jerk. Erica?
Yeah, generally children tend to be a little bit more mature when their parents aren't. That's how I see things. Yeah, I think this is sabotage, because the idea that the kids weren't even considered in this equation. And I think everybody is really, whether it was for social media or not, everything is a stunt. And being a father can't be a stunt. He better hope that his daughter forgives him, because that would be a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest. The first reaction I had was like when someone falls. I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? Yeah. So like right away when I saw this, I'm like, oh my God, that's hilarious. I'm like, oh, and look at that letter from the kids. It really hurt them, you know? And you have to think about things like that, you know? And as an adult, my first jerk reaction for a lot of things are not the right reaction, right? So you have to learn that patience as a father, to put in that time to go rent that truck, to realize what he's doing and not thinking about his kids. That's where he was wrong.
That's where, you know, this was not a snap decision.
Right.
And I think there's a deeper meaning behind $800 in pennies. The deeper meaning, I feel like, was to remind his daughter on the very last payment that you're just a bill. You were just a bill to me, and you don't mean anything to me. And then when he did it, I think he felt so bad. But this is one of those things that, like, I think we've learned as adults, there's some things that you can't take back. There's some things like, hey, I forgot to pay you back, we were at the club. That's one thing. But when you do something that you can't take back, he's going to have to eat this. This story will go away in about another 10 seconds, but he's going to have to eat this and ride with this for the rest of his life as he watches her grow up and get married. I hope that Instagram stunt was worth it, bro.
Wow. Very well said. I will say a quote for our DBL Nation about revenge. Holding on to anger or revenge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. You just poison yourself in the end. Did everyone get it?
I've said that like
we're familiar.
times.
Okay, cool. All right. So you may have seen a herd of elephants.
I didn't know if you were going to say, you said it like Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like you really just broke it down.
Like you invented
I didn't know.
Can I be honest?
We said that on the show at least a dozen times.
Can I just say one thing real quick? Someone once called me Splinter. They said I look like Splinter,
No, you're
so that's
gorgeous.
harsh. Thanks, very premium. All right, this is a...
The rat?
Yeah, this is a herd of elephants.
See what I mean? Never mind.
All right, this is a herd of elephants we want to get to. It's become the latest internet sensation in China. These elephants elephants have been spotted wandering through the country, eating crops, tearing through fields. They've gone through cities and villages, and so far, they've caused about $1 million worth of damage. And along the way, they've been eating and showing a lot of interest in wooden barrels of alcohol. A drone even captured the herd passed out, taking a little drunky nappy, except for this little restless baby who was squirming on top of his mama. Now, the elephants have traveled more than 300 miles since escaping from a nature reserve last year. So the big question we're all asking is why? Why are you traveling like this? Some say it's a new grass. It's a type of grass that they are finding very tasty. Here's what one expert is saying.
How do you get a herd of elephants to turn around and go back home?
If you have a child in front of ice cream shop, can you easily get him out? Maybe not easy. If I were the elephant, I would stay.
So they don't really know why they're taking this massive migration, but they're still going, and we even have footage of them. They took a bath earlier today, and I got I didn't get the footage. This is from them, the same herd, and they just are stopping along the way and eating and moving.
But we really know if it was the same herd.
Yes, Al.
I mean, we're trying to analyze these. They don't know what they're doing. They're just walking.
Al, they go to destinations.
To eat and get hammered, apparently. Like, I'm not really, I know dudes that do this.
And take a bath. It's like, that was yesterday for me.
Not taking care of your kid. Okay.
We have been holding on to this story for like days now, trying to get this on the show, and it finally gets on the show, and we're like, what the hell is this? Why are we talking about this?
Are you saying it's a little irrelevant?
That was not bad. I like the pennies one better.
All right.
But yeah.
I like that one too.
Really?
That's why we did the story, so she could do that.
That's the reason.
That was the whole shtick.
Oh, God. Coming up on DBL, Jessica Chastain, you will never believe. She stars as Tammy Faye Baker in an upcoming new movie. You will not believe what she looks like. And yes, another award show, the moments you might have missed at the CMT Awards. And how often are you checking your phone? Are you doing it right now? Huh? Too much? The worst times people are sneaking a peek at their screens, coming up next.
Closed captioning provided by
When the world went into quarantine for coronavirus, frivolous footwear got shoved into the back of the closet. Crocs and Birkenstocks made a comeback as many of us chose comfort over looks. But with more people returning to work and traveling, heels are once again flying off shelves. The head of the Footwear Distributors and Retailers of America told the New York Times he's seeing a noticeable increase in the sale of dress shoes and that there is real concern over whether there will be enough supply for all of that demand. Makes sense since Google searches for high heels have spiked higher than a pair of stilettos in recent weeks, and people aren't just looking for any old heels. Designer footwear is in high demand. In fact, Manolo Blahnik, made famous by the patron saint of high heels, Carrie Bradshaw, announced it's bringing back its 5-inch heels, something the company hasn't sold in several years. It's a sign that as we hopefully return to normal, we will once again sacrifice comfort for a splash of style. Connecting the dots, I'm Rekha Mutterad.
back to DBL, everyone. Check out our coworkers at Homes. Kelly Schubert liked my irrelevant joke, so I'm saying hi to Kelly. Keep up the great work, everyone. I got one like. That's all I got. All right, for so many of us, our smartphones are like an extension of our arms, which sometimes means you're checking them at the worst or most embarrassing of times. Here's one example that's gone viral. So a woman shared this video of her wedding from 4 years ago. As she's walking down the aisle, the camera's focused on her fiance, who happens to check his phone.
No, he didn't.
Yes, at the worst.
No, he didn't.
Wait for it. Possible
No, he
time.
did
No,
not.
wait.
No,
Hold
he
up.
did not.
Hold up, Erica. Wait this. Now, in his defense, she says he was checking to make sure he had his vows
I believe
on the phone. Okay.
What's that face for? He looked nervous. He was sweating.
First of all, that is a marquee moment in a wedding, okay?
It's true.
He could have done that as the groomsmen were walking out, maybe as his mama was walking out if he was going to do that when his future wife was walking out. But everybody looks at the groom to see what the reaction is going to be as the bride is walking down the aisle. And the groom should be captivated.
Erica, you speak for a living. You don't have the fear of speaking in front of people, which is most people's number one fear. And also, it's your wedding day.
Over death.
Over death. And it's your wedding day. And you don't want to blow it. And I'm sure, like, he's panicking. He's swaying, got his hands in his pockets, looking weird. And he's just like, oh, how do I start off? And I think he just needed a glance to just, like, if I get the first two words out, I'm good. It was a bad look.
He wasn't starting the first two words. That's what the officiant is for. He could have taken the 30 seconds to watch the woman walk down the aisle while everybody else is watching him.
Moment. It's a big moment. It's a big moment. But let me ask you guys this. Are you guilty of checking your phones at the worst possible time? Is anyone bad at this?
Terrible.
Oh, she's owning
But
up.
I didn't do it as I was walking down the aisle. I did a... I don't even know if I can say this.
Oh, now I definitely want to. Please.
I was on my phone during a physical, like an annual at the OBGYN.
Oh, wow.
It's
a distraction.
What were you looking at?
It was important. I had to text something.
Hey, that's comfortable.
Multitasking.
That's very comfortable.
It's not comfortable at all,
What
Jeff.
about
It's
you?
not.
I feel like, Jeff, you are good with getting rid of your phone as soon as you walk through the door.
Yeah, I'm good with that. But it takes, like, I have to put it down. Like, I have to be conscious of it. You know what I mean? But I've taken time, like, I don't go on social media for now. I'm taking a little break. So that takes up a lot of your time,
It takes
I've noticed,
huge amount,
right? So I don't care or have to look at Instagram. And I think that's what a lot of people are looking at is like, ooh, did I get likes? Somebody? Does that sound like anybody?
Yeah.
Tori cares about likes, and that's it.
I do.
That makes you like everybody.
But I also now learning what a dopamine hit it is and how fake it is and how fleeting it is. And I'm working on bettering self-validation.
There you go. It's like the same thing in Vegas. The slot machines, they say it's the same as looking
Oh, I
at
love the
Instagram.
slots. I'm a big slot fan. Okay. I ran out a lot of money in Vegas. Coming up on DBL, summer's almost here, so how does the heat affect COVID? Don't worry, we got our doc here, Dr. Pyle Coley. Join us live to talk about that and why we're seeing more cases of the common cold. Don't go away.
Greatest game ever invented. My great-great-great-great-grandfather learned the game from the Chinese.
You can rock these bones, you can start a cult.
Domino's Battle of the Phones.
Yeah.
It's such a fun movie. I mean, Baron's incredible. First time director, he did a great job. Wrote the script with his friends, the whole group put together this amazing movie. Just so many talented people in it. It's so much fun.
Welcome back to DBL. We are slowly but steadily making our way out of this pandemic, but there's still some areas we need to navigate. And the captain of our ship is Dr. Payal Kohli. She's the admiral, and she joins us live, looking beautiful as always. And doctor, today we want to talk about direct and indirect effects of the coronavirus. So for instance, one indirect effect is that now masks have come off. People are venturing out of their bubbles. The cold is coming back. Great picture right there in a big way. But did it ever go away, or are our immune systems just weaker from being inside and away from people for so long?
You know, it has nothing to do with our immune systems being weaker, because most of the antibody protection to colds doesn't last very long. That's how we can get them over and over again. It has everything to do with our behavior. Exactly what you said, Tori, that the masks have come off. We're getting together. We're seeing our friends. And I know I'm not being as careful about washing my hands now, and that's why the cold has made a comeback.
Oh, the washing of the hands.
Absolutely.
I can see that.
Everyone talk when I'm on. We had a little camera problem behind the scenes here, Doc, so I'm going right here. Hey, Doc, experts are saying that our next flu season is going to be severe as a result of the pandemic. Why is that?
So Jeff, you're married, so you may not be able to relate to this, but really think about it. After you have a bad breakup, what do? You go out and date a bunch of people that you wouldn't normally have dated just because you're on the rebound, so to speak. So that's exactly what we're doing with our behavior here. We've essentially been unable to see people for so long that we're almost going in the opposite direction. We're traveling more, we're getting together more, and the flu knows that that's how it spreads. And so nothing has changed with the flu. It's going to spread when we get together with people, and I think that's why people are concerned that this flu season may be worse than last year's, of course, where we really didn't have one.
Wow. Well,
Alice, your turn.
We're all partnered up, so I think we're going to be okay.
Great.
Not all of us, Al. I'm still single.
She's single.
I know, but I don't think that's...
She deserves
so I got to be careful this year.
And she deserves the best. I'm sorry. Sorry, I want her to...
All right, but you got, like, real Remember the Titans over there.
Okay, I got aggressive. I'm sorry. I love Dr. Kohli. Sorry.
Doc, is the summer heat going to directly or indirectly affect the virus? And what about people that have already had the virus?
Al, it is going to both directly and indirectly affect the virus. So we know that cold viruses, and coronavirus is a part of the cold virus family, follow the seasons. So we know that in warm, dry temperatures, like here in Denver, the virus doesn't spread as efficiently. It does spread more efficiently in cooler and more humid temperatures. So summer, we're hoping, will slow down the spread of the virus. But then our behavior changes, and that's the indirect effect. We start going out more, we start getting together more, we start traveling more, and that may have an effect in the opposite direction. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, but as you know, the biggest impact on the virus spread this summer, Al, is going to be from those vaccinations. So if you haven't gotten it yet, go out and get that vaccine.
Yes.
So, Dr. Kohli, we're still really quickly having some residual effects, and big news broke yesterday that basically COVID-19 can directly cause type 1 diabetes. Can you explain that for us?
This was really scary, Erica, and really, really serious, especially for those young people out there that might get COVID. And essentially what we found is that COVID-19 can directly affect the cells in our body that make insulin, and insulin regulates our blood sugar. So by attacking these cells, it can reduce the production of insulin, which can lead to high blood sugars and diabetes. So for those young people out there who have either gotten COVID and recovered, or those that are skeptical about getting the vaccine, it's really important to keep this in mind, because you could take a small problem and turn it into a chronic lifelong illness like diabetes.
Wow. My sister is dealing with diabetes right now, and let me tell you, it is not easy. Support to all those. Please get your vaccinations. Again, if you do want to maybe ask the doc out on a date, you have to come through me first. Thank you so much, Doctor. We will be right back. Dr. Kohli. Bye, Doc.
Promotion.
A new report out of Canada says mental health visits during the postpartum period were up 30% compared to before the pandemic. Reports of anxiety and depression for new moms were up 39%, and reports of substance abuse issues for the group were up as well. One interesting finding in the report was women who lived in less populated areas reported more normal levels of mental health issues starting in the summer. The researchers think that's because COVID cases in those areas in Canada started to fall around that time, allowing for less social distancing and more in-person school and in-person dining. Mental health experts point out that social support can be crucial for new parents, especially new moms. The pandemic cut many people off from that social network and added to the stress of protecting a brand new baby. All this making a tough time even tougher.
Did have friends in college. Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. Deanna wrote, I'm always telling my teen daughter to get off her phone when she's at the dinner table. There's a way you can do it with a basket, and you all put your phones in, and the first person to get their phone has to pay the bill.
I would give my phone away.
I know you would. Bailey says, I'm totally guilty of picking up my phone and mindlessly scrolling when I'm mad at my boyfriend. And Trey says, we have a rule, no phones at the table, period. My mom does not allow phones at the table as well.
I like an emergency.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't? Okay.
Well, I mean, it hasn't happened.
Okay, well, maybe it has, and you just didn't pick your phone up.
Well, you can still put it on the side.
You could hear it, yeah, exactly. If it's like bling, 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 we're going to look.
What kind of ringtone
bling,
do you
bling?
have?
Yeah.
I have one.
It's a razor phone.
All right, if you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show on Facebook or YouTube. You can chat with these other viewers. You leave your comments and be part of the DBL Nation. But if you're sticking around, here's what's coming up. Stylist Lawrence Zarian is here. He's wonderful, and he's sharing the hottest fashion trends for women this season, and it's comfortable. Plus, the biggest moments of the CMT Awards will show you the stars who are shining bright. And a big, big thank you to our coworkers watching from home right now. DBL, we are new every single day. We're always honest. We're always funny. We'll be right back.
About what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. That was Gladys night.
Yeah, it was.
By the way,
I'm like blown away.
Can I be honest? I just looked up. She's 77 years old. That woman.
Yes.
I've never.
Gladys, I mean, obviously we know she's a legend, but I do have to share this quote because it's my favorite Gladys Knight quote. She said, "Dressing up is how you show respect for your audience." And ever since I've heard that, I'm like, you know what? I have to show respect for myself so that they feel like I'm being respectful towards them.
Beautiful. I got to get out of my sweatpants.
No, yours look great.
Well, all right, I don't. That was Gladys Knight bringing him some soul to the Country Music Television Awards last night. I'm Tori. I'm in for Sam today, and I'm here with Jeff, Alan, Erica. Let's get started. Carrie Underwood, an American Idol winner, was the big winner at the CMT Awards. People forget that.
Fun fact from 23 years
Sorry,
ago.
but people forget that.
Yeah.
She and John Legend won Video of the Year for their song Hallelujah.
Who's married to Chrissy Teigen?
Carrie thanked John, who wasn't at the awards, for agreeing to sing the song with her. On the fashion front, co-host Kelsey Ballerini changed into not one, not two, but 5 brightly colored outfits throughout the night. And nominee Mickey Guyton walked the red carpet in this stunning pale yellow gown. But everyone's talking about Carly Pierce, who brought her 1-year-old Shih Tzu, June, as her date. Of course, it's after June Carter. As her date, Carly adopted the pup following her divorce from fellow country singer Michael Ray. Is this cute, or is this like, oh, that's a bit tacky? And I don't mean to be judgmental, but we're on a talk show. Let's talk about it. When you bring a dog to a red carpet as your date, is that like, oh?
Well, you have a dog as well, but you two have smaller dogs like that. Would you bring your dog on a red carpet?
No.
And I have a dog their size, Peach.
You're just a little.
Yeah,
Peach.
right. Peach is 10 pounds. That would never happen.
No.
So Erica, proceed.
No, well, Spike is his own man. Like, you can't get Spike to do jack. Like, Spike's like, nah, dog, I'm just here. Like, I mean, I try to take him out to, like, patios and stuff so I can stay a little longer and hang out. It's a fool's errand. No, he has his own mind.
I'm just aware that some people probably wouldn't want dog hair on the red carpet. Like, it's probably, like, bad. Like, you don't like dog dirt.
No. Well, here's the thing. I love dogs.
Right.
I love cats and animals, and I love that. I hate irresponsible dog owners.
Fair.
I hate irresponsible owners. When I'm at a restaurant and you have your dog as your date and it's eating out off a plate, that's not cool.
That's
You're
LA.
a bad dog owner. Yeah, it is LA. I don't even get to the baby carriages with the dogs in there. I'm going to leave that one alone. But how about, like, I'm in the elevator. I used to live in an apartment, and there's like a 100-pound dog, and my son's 1, and they just smash into my son and like, oh, he's friendly. I'm like, he's 100 pounds, and my son's 1. Like, pull your dog back a little bit, and you're like, ha, 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 and like talking to other people. It's like, that's irresponsible. I don't like dogs or people who don't clean up after their dogs, and not everyone loves that on a red carpet when you're all dressed up in a dog's by you.
Yeah, a lot of people just, if I don't have a dog, it doesn't mean that I want to have a dog when you're around. It means that I don't have a dog for a reason. And when you start bringing your dog to the red carpet, when you start bringing your dog to like a patio where people are out drinking, that's cool for a second until maybe your dog starts barking, maybe your dog decides to relieve themselves, or just like for me, I don't like for a dog to be eating near where I'm eating, because if I smell the dog food, I'm done eating. So like, it's kind of like, I love dogs, I have dogs, but like, you don't take
boundaries.
I'm down with like the patios that are for dogs. I'm all down with that. It's like when you try to push that border.
Right.
At one time, one quick story. I was in MAC. I remember because I was with my wife.
The cosmetic store.
Yeah, the cosmetic store on the 3rd Street Promenade in Los Angeles. Someone brought a Great Dane into the store. I'm not even joking. I was like, "Is this lady for real?" And it took a pee on the floor. No. This is a horse. It's a giant. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, I know we're moving on, but I was like, what is going on in your mind?
I had a Great Dane, and I would have never done that because that tail will knock you out.
Yeah, it's big, like a baseball bat.
Sorry.
Appreciate the story, and let's all be better with our dogs. All right.
Good visual.
Very good. All right, we have more on Kanye West's alleged romance with model Irina Shayk. According to E! News, his ex Kim Kardashian isn't too concerned about the dating rumors. Kim apparently does not mind at all who Kanye dates as long as it doesn't impact her kids. Kanye and Irina were spotted together in France earlier this week. They've known each other for years because Irina walked the runway for his fashion label and also appeared in one of his videos. Meantime, Jennifer Garner is reportedly A-OK with the return of Bennifer. US Weekly claims that Jennifer approves of ex-Ben Affleck dating J-Lo again. The site adds that Jennifer thinks J-Lo is a wonderful person and an amazing mother. Did I just read 2 mature adult relationships?
No.
That might make, no, what do you mean?
You read a sexist story.
Oh, tell me.
Why are women always pitted against each other? Why don't we want to know what the man thinks about what is happening after that? I'm just going to be really honest. When you break up, the woman always knew you were going to break up first. She's prepared herself. She's already enrolled in university. She's decided how short she's going to cut her hair and what color. Her whole life has moved on before your U-Haul even gets there.
Wow.
So I don't know why people act like women are the ones like, oh, who is he dating now? Like, it's over.
Wow.
We've already come up with a template and a storyboard for who's our next relationship.
But would you say in this case the reason that they asked the women is because the men kind of moved down and are dating on a more high profile level? Like, we don't know who Kim's dating, and I don't know if we know who Jennifer Garner's dating, but I do think it shows a bigger lesson in that if you are really happy for your ex, when they move on, you realize that it's also helpful for you as a parent to have a stable co-parent. So if they found somebody and they're happy and they're not out till 4 in the morning trying to hang out, if they got somebody that they're having a stable life with, it'll ultimately be good for you and your kids.
Brilliantly said.
Jennifer Gardner and Ben Affleck haven't been together in like 2 days since forever. He had a whole other fiance, didn't he?
Yeah, he was with Ana de Armas from Knives Out. He was with her for a long, long time. I don't know why I'm talking.
I was about to say, what are you talking about?
Okay, sorry.
You made a great point, but then you ruined
I ruined it with the accent. All right, we have our first look. This is insane. At Jessica Chastain, you all know her. She's a great actress. She transformed into Tammy Faye Baker in the biopic. Is that how I say it? Biopic. The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Have a look.
You need to get her under control.
I built you an empire.
You built you an empire. Some people, they're just hurting so bad, and we just need to love them. I want to put my arm around you.
And I want to put my arms around you, Tammy Faye.
Wow. If you don't remember, Tammy Faye and her husband Jim Baker were televangelists in the 70s and 80s, but then their world came crashing down when Jim was accused of sexually assaulting the church secretary, Jessica Hahn, and later convicted of fraud. Now, Tammy Faye was known for her very flamboyant style and wearing heavy eye makeup. Here's a look at Tammy Faye next to Jessica.
Wow.
That is spot on. Here's another look of the real Tammy Faye and Jessica with red hair. Wow. That's Jessica. Wow. And one of Jim and Tammy next to Jessica and Andrew Garfield, who plays Jim in the biopic.
He looks good, too.
He does look good. And I think Jerry Falwell is played, I believe, by Vincent D'Onofrio, who's an amazing actor and will melt into that character. I'm super looking forward to this.
I think it's going to open a lot of people's eyes, right? Because they might not know the story of Tammy Faye, but we do have a lot of televangelists right now
today
that are under some suspicion, maybe.
Absolutely.
So I think this is going to open a lot of people's eyes. But more than that, I think when I think it's Tammy Faye, I think of Crying on Saturday Night Live. Do you remember that?
With the huge eye makeup.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I remember this story back then. This is Saturday Night Live. And this is how I remember
And
them,
that's
not
what-
so much the story.
Right. Well, that was this video became infamous for this over-the-top crying and her huge makeup and trying to make up for the fraud. They really defrauded millions of dollars worth,
Yes.
you know, and really did horrible things, and a lot of people lost a lot. So I don't want to overglaze that. I really do feel
Now
badly.
we just go to Bravo for that type of scandal.
Is it overglaze or glaze over?
So coming up on DBL, we're catching up with celebrity stylist Lawrence Zarian. He's so cute. He's dishing on the hot fashion trends for women this summer that are actually comfortable and give a round of sound. What does that mean for our coworkers?
Clapping.
Oh, still working at home. We're trickling people back in, but we'll see you all soon safely.
We don't want to overglaze our appreciation.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
I was like, what does that mean?
Closed captioning provided by
When the world went into quarantine for coronavirus, frivolous footwear got shoved into the back of the closet. Crocs and Birkenstocks made a comeback as many of us chose comfort over looks. But with more people returning to work and traveling, heels are once again flying off shelves. The head of the Footwear Distributors and Retailers of America told the New York Times he's seeing a noticeable increase in the sale of dress shoes and that there is real concern over whether there will be enough supply for all of that demand. Makes sense since Google searches for high heels have spiked higher than a pair of stilettos in recent weeks, and people aren't just looking for any old heels. Designer footwear is in high demand. In fact, Manolo Blahnik, made famous by the patron saint of high heels, Carrie Bradshaw, announced it's bringing back its 5-inch heels, something the company hasn't sold in several years. It's a sign that as we hopefully return to normal, we will once again sacrifice comfort for a splash of style. Connecting the dots, I'm Rekha Mutteraj.
Welcome back to DBL. For over 20 years, Lawrence Zarian has been telling women the hottest fashion trends. But now he's doing it with his very own designs. Earlier, we spoke with him about his new collection. But first, we had to grill him on his friendship with a certain Kelly Clarkson. That's today's DBL Spotlight.
Welcome back, friend of the show, Lawrence.
Hi, guys.
We miss
Socially
you.
distant hug for everybody.
I know, but we're going to get you back in the studio soon. We're so proud of you. We know that you're really close friends with Kelly Clarkson, who is... look at him. Well, she's taking over Ellen's spot. Those are some big shoes to fill. How do you think she'll do?
I didn't even know that.
I think, see, I bring the world together and I bring in information. Kelly is the real deal, and I'll tell you why she's the real deal. What you see is what you get. No thrills, no fuss, just a good woman, a good mama who happens to be talented, and everybody loves her. Can I show you something?
Yes,
because,
please.
Knock on wood, I've been so blessed to be on the show.
We've been knocking on wood all day. Keep on.
Okay, are you ready? Now hold on, I'm gonna show you this. This is what is in my living room.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
That's so hilarious.
That is amazing.
I would have a picture of me and Kelly Clarkson too. I I don't blame you one bit. We need to get one of you and us, and you better have one of us in your living room too, Lawrence.
Lawrence, I'm going to send you a cardboard cutout of myself, and I want to be right behind you guys.
Yeah. We want all of our viewers to hear about your collection because let me tell you, you are definitely carving a lane where a lot of women feel like that they can't wear certain clothes because they feel like they're ostracized, whether it's their shape, whether it's the color of their skin.
I've been doing this business for 20 years, and I spent a majority of those 20 years in the dressing room with women doing makeovers. And women have trusted me, they've confided in me, and they have told me what they've wanted. They've wanted something to throw on, no fuss dressing, that makes them feel beautiful. And thus, my CAXLZ Celebration Collection was born.
Lawrence,
Awesome.
I got to tell you, as a curvy girl, I consider myself a curvy girl. I got curves in all the right places, you know, but they're still there.
Amen. Amen.
But, yes. As that girl, I'm always looking for an inclusive line because that means that my curves are considered. So what's one of the pieces that you consider the most versatile for everyone?
Well, I think every woman needs a great t-shirt. So with my CAXLZ Celebration Collection, I designed something called the Tony T. It is a $45 sequin t-shirt.
Ooh. It's sequin?
It's sequin. It has a longer sleeve on the arm because a lot of women in those dressing rooms have said, could you just cover my arm a little bit more? And every single piece that I've designed is named after, wait for it, strong, powerful, talented, loving women that are in my life.
I love, Lawrence, that you're highlighting the great women in your life, to paying tribute to them, so to speak. I think that's amazing. But for me, Lawrence, if you know me, I love to shower my wife with sales and clearance items. So do you have any low-budget style tips for summer for the women out there?
We keep it real here.
Look, let me say this. And I'm going to only say it because I spent a lot of time on it. All my pieces are so affordable. Like I've got a black palazzo pant. It's called the Sherry pant. That's $45. I've got the Bianca jacket, machine washable with pockets. So yes, you can go and buy sale items, but why wouldn't you buy a top quality item at a price that everyone can afford?
Once again, we're so proud of you. So to get your glam to all of our viewers right there, head over to connectedapparel.com and check out CAXLZ. And don't forget to follow LZ on Instagram at Lawrence Zarian. We love you, Lawrence.
I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait for all of us to be together very soon.
Soon, very soon. We'll be right back.
Greatest game ever invented. My great-great-great-great-grandfather learned the game from the Chinese.
You can rock these bones, you can start a cult.
Domino's Battle of the Bones. Yeah. It's such a fun movie. I mean, Baron's incredible. First-time director. He did a great job. Wrote the script with his friends. It's the whole group put together this amazing movie. Just so many talented people in it. It's so much fun.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Stephanie showed me some.
And I showed you too.
No, you didn't. It was Stephanie. You were not here. She showed me some amazing products at even better prices. Here's this week's DVL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com. All right, what do you have for us today, Stephanie?
Hey, Tori, I'm here with some great products and deals just for you guys. So first up, I've got something that will help anyone look their best no matter the occasion. It's the Cargo Cosmetics Full Face Bestsellers Edition bundle. So you can highlight your natural beauty with this all-inclusive set. We've got brushes, lipsticks, contour palettes, and gel lip colors. So the magic brushes act as magnets to pick up the powder, and then you can apply your makeup evenly onto your face and eyelids. And the lipstick kit, there's so many of them, I love it. It's long wear, smudge proof, and it does not settle into your fine lines. The contour palette silky powder formula blends beautifully for a really professional result. Now, normally, this kit is $233.
Yeah. It's cargo. It's good stuff.
There's a lot,
it's good
there's a
stuff.
lot of things here. We've got it, you're not going to believe it, for only $39, saving our viewers 83%.
That's like one lipstick, guys. You can get all of that, and Cargo is such a good company. They have good ethics. Go ahead and feel comfortable with that.
Next up, I have the perfect items to help you relieve your stress and relax in the comfort of your own home. It's the Evolution Saltco Calming Ambience Bundle with Himalayan salt lamp.
Whoa!
And pink salts. So the set includes this stunning salt lamp. We've got a lavender bath salt and one eucalyptus bath salt. And the salt lamp absorbs moisture out of the air and lets you reap the benefits of essential oil aromatherapy. So the scented crystal salt is perfect for the ultimate bath experience, and it's going to decrease your stress.
Love.
So normally this kit is as much as $56.
Not great.
Yeah, but we've got it for only $20.
Yes!
Saving 64%.
Now, Steph, you are like, to me, the person giving me relaxation for a good price. So now I see you as like my Buddha. Namaste.
All right, now, Tori, did you know it's recommended that you change your toothbrush out about every 3 months? Well, you won't have to worry about that anymore with the Personic S430 Sonic toothbrush with 12 brush heads.
Ooh.
The supply of brush heads equals 3 years worth of use, and they're color-coded.
Nice.
So you can get a deep clean with this brush that provides 40,000 strokes per minute, and yet it's still gentle on your teeth and gums. It also has a built-in 2-minute brushing timer. Now, normally, it's as much as $60. We've got it for $29.
Ho, ho, ho,
$29, which means you are saving 52%.
Brush the plaque and the savings right off. Am I right?
Oh, absolutely. Okay, last but not least, I have got something that will help you fight summer allergies and also keep your home fresh all year round. It is the Homecraft Instant Clean 3-in-1 air purifier. The 3-in-1 purification system has technology that will kill airborne bacteria, viruses, germs, mold, spores. I love this. The carbon-activated pre-filter helps get rid of the common household odors from pets, smoking, and cooking. And it's lightweight, it's got a slim design, and the handle makes it easy to transport from room to room.
Lovely.
So normally this is as much as $150.
Pricey, but it's worth it. I would say I'd even get it at that price. What do we have it for, Steph?
We've got it for only $79, saving up to 47%.
Put it somewhere sleek. It doesn't look like it's taking up too much room.
No.
Good price. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com just right on your smartphone. Thank you so much, Steph. We'll be right back.
Promotional.
A new report out of Canada says mental health visits during the postpartum period were up 30% compared to before the pandemic. Reports of anxiety and depression for new moms were up 39%, and reports of substance abuse issues for the group were up as well. One interesting finding in the report was women who lived in less populated areas reported more normal levels of mental health issues starting in the summer. The researchers think that's because COVID cases in those areas in Canada started to fall around that time, allowing for less social distancing and more in-person school and in-person dining. Mental health experts point out that social support can be crucial for new parents, especially new moms. The pandemic cut many people off from that social network and added to the stress of protecting a brand new baby. All this making a tough time even tougher.
Tomorrow on DBL, she was kidnapped twice by the same perp when she was just a child. Now one woman is sharing her unbelievable true story.
And it's not by a scary stranger that looks weird. It's by somebody that looks like your best friend.
And is David Arquette ready to spill any Scream 5 secrets? Was there any like insider info you can give us about the movie, like who did it?
Oh man.
That's tomorrow on DBL. Welcome back to DBL.
We were saying how awesome David Arquette was.
Wait, he was like...
Baron Davis, same.
Yeah, we were talking to David Arquette, and he was almost like who you want him to be. He was that guy. He was just great. He was great. Thanks for helping me out on that. Okay.
They caught us chatting when we came back.
That's true. What'd you say, Al?
I wanted to interview Baron Davis. I'm a huge fan.
He was super cool.
He was awesome.
Man,
you missed out a lot.
Fashion icon.
Oh.
Hurry up and read a comment.
You know what? The comment says Tori did a great job. DBL is new.
A good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Every day. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Bye, guys.
Daily Blast Live.
Revenge spending to the extreme. DBL Nation, are you splurging to make up for lost time during the pandemic? A dad dumps his final child support payment in 80,000 pennies. Is this the ultimate level of petty? Here comes the bride. But why is the groom checking his phone at the altar? The video that's getting him roasted all over the internet. And stylist to the stars, Lawrence Zarian, is on DVL today.
Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Thank you, David. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Thursday, June 10th. I'm Tori in for Sam today, and I'm here with Jeff, Al, and Erica. Everyone looking sharp?
Yes.
Looking good?
Thank you. You look terrific.
I look like we're ready to start the day.
Good one.
Here we go.
You didn't know how that sentence was going to end.
Nope, did not.
You didn't know how. She didn't know how to handle the serve of a compliment from me. She was like,
It didn't go well. All right, so we want to ask you this because we've all been talking about this. How many of you are guilty now that things are open? Have you been overspending? Huh? Some are even calling it revenge spending. This is very real now that movie theaters, gyms, restaurants are all back open. A lot of people are opening their wallets and revenge spending, trying to reconnect with people, friends, relatives, even getting into some new clothes again to look good. So are you guilty of this now that more places are back open? DBL Nation, we want to know what you're spending. Go to dblvote.com to let us know. Oh, show of hands, is anyone like a super spender right during the pandemic?
I was a super spender. It was my duty as an American. I was stimulating the economy.
Bravo.
What were you spending things on besides your very, very strange couch that we all made fun of you for?
Okay, first of all, it is not
ottoman.
a couch. It is an ottoman. And
it was a strange
that
shape.
was a gift from my mother-in-law. She didn't
I feel
pick.
terrible.
I feel worse after what I wrote.
No. She didn't pick it out. She just said, I would like for you guys to put this towards something in the house. We needed an ottoman.
I love it.
We picked it out. But we've done a lot of things to improve the home, but really I've been trying to make sure that I'm supporting local, that I'm supporting minority-owned businesses. So yeah, I've been out there. And also, I did my due diligence by going to restaurants, especially when you could take out your drinks. So I would go to the restaurant during a dog walk and, drink my margarita as I walk around the neighborhood.
That's how I learned how to do a fun dog walk. It was from Erica.
Yeah.
Oh, this is way better.
Tell your friends.
Yeah, Al, how about you?
I think I went the other way. I just became like a ferret. I just started burying whatever I had. I don't really need anything. But you know what? I kind of look at this a different. I don't know if this is revenge spending. I think that a lot of people had a year to think about what they really care about. And maybe I think a lot of us were just like, I haven't seen a movie in the theater in 2 years. I haven't taken my partner out. So maybe some of it's revenge, but some of it's like I haven't been doing anything because you can just start working and then what do you have?
I've been revenge hoarding.
Wait, explain that. Like a ferret?
I'm very much like Al. I don't know if we're getting older or we're dads. Me and Al are very similar.
What is it?
Very similar.
I just purchased a house this last year, right? And my whole life, I never really, my parents would give me what I wanted, right? But when I earned a little bit I did in Los Angeles, I was proud of that. I saved it, right? To one day build up a house. I want to keep climbing that ladder. My wife has no budget in her head, right? She doesn't think our water heater is going to break. She doesn't think we're going to need a new roof one day. She doesn't think we're going to get a flat tire ever.
Never.
So let's say if she makes $5,000 a year. Let's just put a number on it. She'll spend $499,000 or whatever it comes out to. And then our water heater breaks and she's like, Our water heater's broke. Oh, really? Did we need 1,800 pillows around the house? No.
Jordan, we love your
She's a
throw
glass
pillows.
is completely full kind of person.
Always.
Completely coming over the rim full.
Yeah, absolutely.
I will say that one of our producers, Michael Dean, also is a spender, and he's been spending. He also just recently purchased this. Michael Dean, let's take a look, for his garden.
What is that?
So it's from Spain.
Oh,
It's
he's eating the gnomes.
a T-Rex eating the gnomes. This is useless. Michael Dean, what do you have to say for yourself? Oh.
Michael Dean, I'm on your side, buddy. That's not a bad purchase.
No, Jeff, how can you come at Jordan and then defend that purchase?
It's better than pillows.
It's better than pillows.
What is that?
Oh my gosh.
It's a T-Rex eating the nose.
No, I see what it is. Like, who is it for?
I don't know, my kids would dig it.
That's true.
All right, final vote. Everyone says 58% of you are saying yes, you are guilty of revenge spending. And is it on Deal Blast? Let us know. So a slight majority, huh?
Yeah.
Deal Blast. I'm always repping it. All right, we've got another revenge story for you. A Virginia father paid his final child support payment to his ex in pennies. 80,000 of them. He pulled up to his ex's house, here's the video, in a rented trailer to dump all of the pennies out on the lawn. He explained it was the result of 18 years of built-up frustration, but it had an impact on his 18-year-old daughter, who reportedly said, quote, "It's not just my mom he's trying to embarrass, it's also me and my sister, and it's upsetting that he didn't consider that before he did that." The mom and daughter decided to do something good with the pennies and donated them all to a domestic abuse center. But the question is this revenge or sheer pettiness or penniness? And what would you do? And what would you do if this was your father? I thought the daughter sounded actually quite mature. I hadn't even thought, like, this is.
She has to be.
Yeah, because what an idiot of a dad. Sorry for being so harsh, but what a jerk. Erica?
Yeah, generally children tend to be a little bit more mature when their parents aren't. That's how I see things. Yeah, I think this is sabotage, because the idea that the kids weren't even considered in this equation. And I think everybody is really, whether it was for social media or not, everything is a stunt. And being a father can't be a stunt. He better hope that his daughter forgives him, because that would be a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. The first reaction I had was like when someone falls. I'm like, oh my God, are you okay? Yeah. So like right away when I saw this, I'm like, oh my God, that's hilarious. I'm like, oh, look at that letter from the kids. It really hurt them, you know? And you have to think about things like that, you know? And as an adult, my first jerk reaction for a lot of things are not the right reaction, right? So you have to learn that patience as a father, to put in that time to go rent that truck, to realize what he's doing and not thinking about his kids. That's where he was wrong.
That's where, you know, this was not a snap decision.
Right.
And I think there's a deeper meaning behind $800 in pennies. The deeper meaning, I feel like, was to remind his daughter on the very last payment that you're just a bill. You were just a bill to me, and you don't mean anything to me. And then when he did it, I think he felt so bad, but this is one of those things that, like, I think we've learned as adults, there's some things that you can't take back. There's some things like, hey, I forgot to pay you back, we were at the club. That's one thing. But when you do something that you can't take back, he's going to have to eat this. This story will go away in about another 10 seconds, but he's going to have to eat this and ride with this for the rest of his life as he watches her grow up and get married. I hope that Instagram stunt was worth it, bro.
Wow. Very well said. I will say a quote for our DBL Nation about revenge. Holding on to anger or revenge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. You just poison yourself in the end. Did everyone get it?
I've said that like
we're familiar.
times.
Okay, cool. All right. So you may have seen a herd of
I
elephants.
didn't know if you were going to say, you said it like Splinter from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, like you really just broke it down.
Like you invented
I didn't know.
Can I be honest?
We've said that on the show at least a dozen times.
Can I just say one thing real quick? Someone once called me Splinter. They said I look like Splinter,
No, you're
so that's
gorgeous.
harsh. Thanks, very premium. All right, this is a...
The rat?
Yeah, this is a herd of elephants.
See what I mean? Nerd, never mind.
All right, this is a herd of elephants we want to get to. It's become the latest internet sensation in China. These elephants have been spotted wandering through the country, eating crops, tearing through fields. They've gone through cities and villages, and so far, they've caused about $1 million worth of damage. And along the way, they've been eating and showing a lot of interest in wooden barrels of alcohol. A drone even captured the herd passed out, taking a little drunky nappy, except for this little restless bebe who was squirming on top of his mama. Now, the elephants have traveled more than 300 miles since escaping from a nature reserve last year. So the big question we're all asking is why? Why are you traveling like this? Some say it's a new grass. It's a type of grass that they are finding very tasty. Here's what one expert is saying.
How do you get a herd of elephants to turn around and go back home?
If you have tried in front of ice cream shop, can you easily get him out? Maybe not easy. If I was the elephant, I would stay.
So they don't really know why they're taking this massive migration, but they're still going, and we even have footage of them. They took a bath earlier today, and I got I didn't get the footage. This is from them, the same herd, and they just are stopping along the way and eating and moving.
But we really know if it was the same herd.
Yes, Al.
I mean, we're trying to analyze these. They don't know what they're doing. They're just walking.
Al, they go to destinations.
To eat and get hammered, apparently. Like, I'm not really, I know dudes that do this.
And take a bath. It's like, that was yesterday for me.
Not taking care of your kid. Okay.
We have been holding on to this story for like days
3 days.
now, trying to get this on the show, and it finally gets on the show, and we're like, what the hell is this? Why are we talking about this?
Are you saying it's a little irrelevant?
That was not bad. I like the pennies one better.
All right.
But yeah.
I like that one too.
Really?
That's why we did the story, so she could do that.
That's the reason.
That was the whole shtick.
Oh, God. Coming up on DBL, Jessica Chastain, you will never believe. She stars as Tammy Faye Baker in an upcoming new movie. You will not believe what she looks like. And yes, another award show, the moments you might have missed at the CMT Awards. And how often are you checking your phone? Are you doing it right now? Huh? Too much? The worst times people are sneaking a peek at their screens, coming up next.
Closed captioning provided by
When the world went into quarantine for coronavirus, frivolous footwear got shoved into the back of the closet. Crocs and Birkenstocks made a comeback as many of us chose comfort over looks. But with more people returning to work and traveling, heels are once again flying off shelves. The head of the Footwear Distributors and Retailers of America told the New York Times he's seeing a noticeable increase in the sale of dress shoes and that there is real concern over whether there will be enough supply for all of that demand. Makes sense since Google searches for high heels have spiked higher than a pair of stilettos in recent weeks, and people aren't just looking for any old heels. Designer footwear is in high demand. In fact, Manolo Blahnik, made famous by the patron saint of high heels, Carrie Bradshaw, announced it's bringing back its 5-inch heels, something the company hasn't sold in several years. It's a sign that as we hopefully return to normal, we will once again sacrifice comfort for a splash of style. Connecting the dots, I'm Rekha Muttaraj.
Welcome back to DBL, everyone. Check out our coworkers at home. Kelly Schubert liked my irrelevant joke, so I'm saying hi to Kelly. Keep up the great work, everyone. I got one like. That's all I got. All right, for so many of us, our smartphones are like an extension of our arms, which sometimes means you're checking them at the worst or most embarrassing of times. Here's one example that's gone viral. So a woman shared this video of her wedding from 4 years ago. As she's walking down the aisle, the camera's focused on her fiance, who happens to check his phone.
No, he didn't.
Yes, at the worst.
No, he didn't.
Wait for it. Possible.
No, he
time.
did
No,
not.
wait.
No,
hold
he
up.
did not.
Hold up, Erica. Wait this. Now, in his defense, she says he was checking to make sure he had his vows
There we go. That
on
makes
the
sense.
phone. Okay.
What's that face for? He looked nervous. He was sweating.
First of all, that is a marquee moment in a wedding, okay?
It's true.
He could have done that as the groomsmen were walking out, maybe as his mama was walking out, if he was going to do that when his future wife was walking out. But everybody looks at the groom to see what the reaction is going to be as the bride is walking down the aisle. And the groom should be captivated.
Erica, you speak for a living. You don't have the fear of speaking in front of people, which is most people's #1 fear. And also, it's your wedding day.
Over death.
Over death. And it's your wedding day. And you don't want to blow it. And I'm sure, like, he's panicking. He's swaying. Got his hands in his pockets, looking weird. And he's just like, oh, how do I start off? And I think he just needed a glance to just, like, if I get the first 2 words out, I'm good. It was a bad look.
He wasn't starting the first 2 words. That's what the officiant is for. He could have taken the 30 seconds to watch the woman walk down the aisle while everybody else is watching him.
It's a big moment. It's a big moment. But let me ask you guys this. Are you guilty of checking your phones at the worst possible time? Is anyone bad at this?
Terrible.
Oh, she's owning
up. But I didn't do it as I was walking down the aisle. I did a... I don't even know if I can say this.
Oh, now I definitely Please.
I was on my phone during a physical, like an annual at the OBGYN.
Oh, wow.
It's
a distraction.
What were you looking at?
It was important. I had to text something.
Hey, that's comfortable.
Multitasking.
That's very comfortable.
It's not comfortable at all,
Jeff,
Jeff.
what about you? I feel like, Jeff, you are good with getting rid of your phone as soon as you walk through the door.
Yeah, I'm good with that. But it takes, I have to put it down. I have to be conscious of it. You know what I mean? But I've taken time. I don't go on social media for now. I'm taking a little break. So that takes up a lot of your time.
It takes a huge amount.
So I don't care or have to look at Instagram. And I think that's what a lot of people are looking at. Is like, ooh, did I get likes? Somebody? Does that sound like anybody?
Tori cares about likes, and that's it.
I do.
That makes you like everybody.
But I also am now learning what a dopamine hit it is and how fake it is and how fleeting it is. And I'm working on bettering self-validation.
There you go. It's like the same thing in Vegas. The slot machines, they say it's the same as looking at
I love the slots. I'm a big slot fan. Okay. I ran out a lot of money in Vegas. Coming up on DBL, summer's almost here, so how does the heat affect COVID? Don't worry, we got our doc here, Dr. Pyle Coley. Join us live to talk about that and why we're seeing more cases of the common cold. Don't go away.
Greatest game ever invented. My great-great-great-great-grandfather learned the game from the Chinese.
You can rock these bones, you can start a cult.
Domino's Battle of the Phones. Yeah. It's such a fun movie. I mean, Barron's incredible. First-time director. He did a great job. Wrote the script with his friends. The whole group put together this amazing movie. Just so many talented people in it. It's so much fun.
Welcome back to DBL. We are slowly but steadily making our way out of this pandemic, but there's still some areas we need to navigate. And the captain of our ship is Dr. Pyle Coley. She's the admiral, and she joins us live, looking beautiful as always. And doctor, today we want to talk about direct and indirect effects of the coronavirus. So for instance, one indirect effect is that now masks have come off. People are venturing out of their bubbles. The cold is coming back. Great picture right there in a big way. But did it ever go away, or are our immune systems just weaker from being inside and away from people for so long?
You know, it has nothing to do with our immune systems being weaker, because most of the antibody protection to colds doesn't last very long. That's how we can get them over and over again. It has everything to do with our behavior. Exactly what you said, Tori, that the masks have come off. We're getting together. We're seeing our friends. And I know I'm not being as careful about washing my hands now, and that's why the cold has made a comeback.
Oh, the washing of the hands.
Absolutely.
I can see that.
Right. Everyone talk when I'm on. We had a little camera problem behind the scenes here, Doc, so I'm going right here. Hey, Doc, experts are saying that our next flu season is going to be severe as a result of the pandemic. Why is that?
So Jeff, you're married, so you may not be able to relate to this, but really think about it. After you have a bad breakup, what do? You go out and date a bunch of people that you wouldn't normally have dated just because you're on the rebound, so to speak. So that's exactly what we're doing with our behavior here. We've essentially been unable to see people for so long that we're almost going in the opposite direction. We're traveling more, we're getting together more, and the flu knows that that's how it spreads. And so nothing has changed with the flu. It's going to spread when we get together with people, and I think that's why people are concerned that this flu season may be worse than last year's, of course, where we really didn't have one.
Wow. Well,
Alice, your turn.
We're all partnered up, so I think we're going to be okay.
Great.
Not all of us, Al. I'm still single.
She's single.
I know, but I don't think that's...
single,
she deserves
so I got to be careful this year.
And she deserves the best. I'm sorry. Sorry, I want her to...
All right, but you got, like, real Remember the Titans over there.
Okay, I got aggressive. I'm sorry. I love Dr. All right.
Sorry. Doc, is the summer heat going to directly or indirectly affect the virus? And what about people that have already had the virus?
Al, it is going to both directly and indirectly affect the virus. So we know that cold viruses, and coronavirus is a part of the cold virus family, follow the seasons. So we know that in the warm, dry temperatures, like here in Denver, the virus doesn't spread as efficiently. It does spread more efficiently in cooler and more humid temperatures. So summer, we're hoping, will slow down the spread of the virus. But then our behavior changes, and that's the indirect effect. We start going out more, we start getting together more, we start traveling more, and that may have an effect in the opposite direction. So it'll be interesting to see what happens, but as you know, the biggest impact on the virus spread this summer, Al, is going to be from those vaccinations. So if you haven't gotten it yet, go out and get that vaccine.
Yes.
So, Dr. Coley, we're still really quickly having some residual effects, and big news broke yesterday that basically COVID-19 can directly cause type 1 diabetes. Can you explain that for us?
This was really scary, Erica, and really, really serious, especially for those young people out there that might get COVID. And essentially what we found is that COVID-19 can directly affect the cells in our body that make insulin, and insulin regulates our blood sugar. So by attacking these cells, it can reduce the production of insulin, which can lead to high blood sugars and diabetes. So for those young people out there who have either gotten COVID and recovered, or those that are skeptical about getting the vaccine, it's really important to keep this in mind, because you could take a small problem and turn it into a chronic lifelong illness like diabetes.
Wow, my sister is dealing with diabetes right now, and let me tell you, it is not easy. Support to all those. Please get your vaccinations. Again, if you do want to maybe ask the doc out on a date, you have to come through me first. Thank you so much, doctor. We will be right back. Dr. Coley. Bye, doc.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
A new report out of Canada says mental health visits during the postpartum period were up 30% compared to before the pandemic. Reports of anxiety and depression for new moms were up 39%, and reports of substance abuse issues for the group were up as well. One interesting finding in the report was women who lived in less populated areas reported more normal levels of mental health issues starting in the summer. The researchers think that's because COVID cases in those areas in Canada started to fall around that time, allowing for less social distancing and more in-person school and in-person dining. Mental health experts point out that social support can be crucial for new parents, especially new moms. The pandemic cut many people off from that social network and added to the stress of protecting a brand new baby. All this making a tough time even tougher.
Did have friends in college. Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. Deanna wrote, I'm always telling my teen daughter to get off her phone when she's at the dinner table. There's a way you can do it with a basket, and you all put your phones in, and the first person to get their phone has to pay the bill.
I would give my phone away.
I know you would. Bailey says, I'm totally guilty of picking up my phone and mindlessly scrolling when I'm mad at my boyfriend. And Trey says, we have a rule, no phones at the table, period. My mom does not allow phones at the table as well.
I like that emergency.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't? Okay.
Well, I mean, it hasn't happened.
Okay, well, maybe it has, and you just didn't pick your phone up.
Well, you can still put it on the side.
You can hear it, yeah, exactly. If it's like bling, 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 we're going to look.
What kind of ringtone
bling,
do you
bling?
have?
Yeah.
I have one.
It's a razor phone.
All right, if you're leaving us, you can watch the second half of the show on Facebook or YouTube. You can chat with these other viewers. You leave your comments and be part of the DBL Nation. But if you're sticking around, here's what's coming up. Stylist Lawrence Zarian is here. He's wonderful, and he's sharing the hottest fashion trends for women this season, and it's comfortable. Plus, the biggest moments of the CMT Awards will show you the stars who are shining bright. And a big, big thank you to our coworkers watching from home right now. DBL, we are new every single day. We're always honest. We're always funny. We'll be right back.
This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
Welcome to Daily Blast Live. That was Gladys Knight.
Yeah, it was.
By the way,
I'm like blown away.
Can I be honest? I just looked up. She's 77 years old. That woman.
Yes.
I've never.
Gladys, I mean, obviously we know she's a legend, but I do have to share this quote because it's my favorite Gladys Knight quote. She said, "Dressing up is how you show respect for your audience." And ever since I've heard that, I'm like, you know what? I have to show respect for myself so that they feel like I'm being respectful towards them.
That's beautiful. I got to get out of my sweatpants.
No, yours look great.
Well, all right, I don't. That was Gladys Knight bringing him some soul to the Country Music Television Awards last night. I'm Tori. I'm in for Sam today, and I'm here with Jeff, Alan, Erica. Let's get started. Carrie Underwood, an American Idol winner, was the big winner at the CMT Awards. People forget that.
Fun fact from 23 years
Sorry,
ago.
but people forget that.
Yeah.
She and John Legend won Video of the Year for their song Hallelujah.
Who's married to Chrissy Teigen?
Carrie thanked John, who wasn't at the awards, for agreeing to sing the song with her. On the Fashion Front, co-host Kelsey Ballerini changed into not one, not two, but 5 brightly colored outfits throughout the night. And nominee Mickey Guyton walked the red carpet in this stunning pale yellow gown. But everyone's talking about Carly Pierce, who brought her 1-year-old Shih Tzu, June, as her date. Of course, it's after June Carter. As her date, Carly adopted the pup following her divorce from fellow country singer Michael Ray. Is this cute, or is this like, oh, that's a bit tacky? And I don't mean to be judgmental, but we're on a talk show. Let's talk about it. When you bring a dog to a red carpet as your date, is that like, oh?
Well, you have a dog as well, but you two have smaller dogs like that. Would you bring your dog on a red carpet?
No.
And I have a dog their size, Peach.
You're just a little.
Yeah,
Peach.
Peach is 10 pounds. That would never happen.
No.
So Erica, proceed.
No, well, Spike is his own man. Like, you can't get Spike to do jack. Like, Spike's like, nah, dog, I'm just here. Like, I mean, I try to take him out to, like, patios and stuff so I can stay a little longer and hang out. It's a fool's errand. No, he has his own mind.
I'm just aware that some people probably wouldn't want dog hair on the red carpet. Like, it's probably, like, bad. Like, you don't like dog dirt.
No. Well, here's the thing. I love dogs.
Right.
I love cats and animals, and I love that. I hate irresponsible dog owners.
Fair.
I hate irresponsible owners. When I'm at a restaurant and you have your dog as your date and it's eating off a plate, that's not cool.
That's
You're
LA.
a bad dog owner. Yeah, it is LA. I don't even get to the baby carriages with the dogs in there. I'm going to leave that one alone. But how about, like, I'm in the elevator. I used to live in an apartment, and there's like a 100-pound dog, and my son's 1, and they just smash into my son and like, oh, he's friendly. I'm like, he's 100 pounds, and my son's 1. Like, pull your dog back a little bit, and you're like, ha, 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 and like talking to other people. It's like, that's irresponsible. I don't like dogs or people who don't clean up after their dogs, and not everyone loves that on a red carpet when you're all dressed up in a dog's by you.
Yeah, a lot of people just, if I don't have a dog, it doesn't mean that I want to have a dog when you're around. It means that I don't have a dog for a reason. And when you start bringing your dog to the red carpet, when you start bringing your dog to like a patio where people are out drinking, that's cool for a second until maybe your dog starts barking, maybe your dog decides to relieve themselves, or just like for me, I don't like for a dog to be eating near where I'm eating, because if I smell the dog food, I'm done eating. So like, it's kind of like, I love dogs, I have dogs, but like, you don't take
boundaries.
I'm down with like the patios that are for dogs. I'm all down with that. It's like when you try to push that border. One time, one quick story. I was in MAC. I remember because I was with my wife.
The cosmetic store.
Yeah, the cosmetic store on the 3rd Street Promenade in Los Angeles. Someone brought a Great Dane into the store. I'm not even joking. I was like, "Is this lady for real?" And it took a pee on the floor. No. This is a horse. It's a giant. Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, I know we're moving on, but I was like, what is going on in your mind?
I had a Great Dane, and I would have never done that because that tail will knock you out.
Yeah, it's big, like a baseball bat.
Sorry.
Appreciate the story, and let's all be better with our dogs. All right.
Good visual.
Very good.
Moving
all right, we have more on Kanye West's alleged romance with model Irina Shayk. According to E! News, his ex Kim Kardashian isn't too concerned about the dating rumors. Kim apparently does not mind at all who Kanye dates as long as it doesn't impact her kids. Kanye and Irina were spotted together in France earlier this week. They've known each other for years because Irina walked the runway for his fashion label and also appeared in one of his videos. Meantime, Jennifer Garner is reportedly A-OK with the return of Bennifer. US Weekly claims that Jennifer approves of ex-Ben Affleck dating J-Lo again. The site adds that Jennifer thinks J-Lo is a wonderful person and an amazing mother. Did I just read 2 mature adult relationships?
No.
That might make, no, what do you mean?
You read a sexist story.
Oh, tell me.
Why are women always pitted against each other? Why don't we want to know what the man thinks about what is happening after that? I'm just going to be really honest. When you break up, the woman always knew you were going to break up first. She's prepared herself. She's already enrolled in university. She's decided how short she's going to cut her hair and what color. Her whole life has moved on before your U-Haul even gets there.
Wow.
So I don't know why people act like women are the ones like, oh, who is he dating now? Like, it's over. Wow. We've already come up with a template and a storyboard for who's our next relationship.
But would you say in this case the reason that they asked the women is because the men kind of moved down and are dating on a more high profile level? Like, we don't know who Kim's dating, and I don't know if we know who Jennifer Garner's dating, but I do think it shows a bigger lesson in that if you are really happy for your ex, when they move on, you realize that it's also helpful for you as a parent to have a stable co-parent. So if they found somebody and they're happy and they're not out till 4 in the morning trying to hang out, if they got somebody that they're having a stable life with, it'll ultimately be good for you and your kids.
Brilliantly said.
Jennifer Garner and Ben Affleck haven't been together in like 2 days since forever. He had a whole other fiance, didn't he?
Yeah, he was with Ana de Armas from Knives Out. He was with her for a long, long time. I don't know why I'm talking.
I was about to say, why are you talking?
Okay, sorry.
You made a great point, but then you ruined
I ruined it with the accent. All right, we have our first look. This is insane. At Jessica Chastain, y'all know her. She's a great actress. She transformed into Tammy Faye Baker in the biopic. Is that how I say it? Biopic. The Eyes of Tammy Faye. Have a look.
You need to get her under control.
I built you an empire.
You built you an empire. Some people, they're just hurting so bad, and we just need to love them. I want to put my arm around you.
And I want to put my arms around you, Tammy Faye.
Wow, if you don't remember, Tammy Faye and her husband Jim Baker were televangelists in the 70s and 80s, but then their world came crashing down when Jim was accused of sexually assaulting the church secretary, Jessica Hahn, and later convicted of fraud. Now, Tammy Faye was known for her very flamboyant style and wearing heavy eye makeup. Here's a look at Tammy Faye next to Jessica.
Wow.
That is spot on. Here's another look of the real Tammy Faye and Jessica with red hair. Wow. That's Jessica. Wow. And one of Jim and Tammy next to Jessica and Andrew Garfield, who plays Jim in the biopic.
He looks good too.
He does look good, and I think Jerry Falwell is played, I believe, by Vincent D'Onofrio, who's an amazing actor and will melt into that character. I'm super looking forward to this.
I think it's going to open a lot of people's eyes,
Yeah,
right? Because
yeah.
they might not know the story of Tammy Faye, but we do have a lot of televangelists right now
today
that are under some suspicion, maybe.
Absolutely.
So I think this is going to open a lot of people's eyes. But more than that, I think when I think it's Tammy Faye, I think of Crying on Saturday Night Live. Do you remember that?
With the huge eye makeup.
Yeah, and that's kind of how I remember this story back then. This is Saturday Night Live. And this is how I remember them, not so much the story.
Right. Well, that was this video became infamous for this over-the-top crying and her huge makeup and trying to make up for the fraud. They really defrauded millions of dollars worth, you know, and really did horrible things, and a lot of people lost a lot. So I don't want to overglaze that. I really do feel
Now
badly.
we just go to Bravo for that type of scandal.
Is it overglaze or glaze over?
So coming up on DBL, we're catching up with celebrity stylist Lawrence Zarian. He's so cute. He's dishing on the hot fashion trends for women this summer that are actually comfortable and give a round of sound. What does that mean for our coworkers?
Clapping.
Oh, still working at home. We're trickling people back in, but we'll see you all soon safely.
We don't want to overglaze our appreciation.
We'll be right back. We'll be right back.
I was like, what does that mean?
Closed captioning provided by
When the world went into quarantine for coronavirus, frivolous footwear got shoved into the back of the closet. Crocs and Birkenstocks made a comeback as many of us chose comfort over looks. But with more people returning to work and traveling, heels are once again flying off shelves. The head of the Footwear Distributors and Retailers of America told the New York Times he's seeing a noticeable increase in the sale of dress shoes and that there is real concern over whether there will be enough supply for all of that demand. Makes sense since Google searches for high heels have spiked higher than a pair of stilettos in recent weeks, and people aren't just looking for any old heels. Designer footwear is in high demand. In fact, Manolo Blahnik, made famous by the patron saint of high heels, Carrie Bradshaw, announced it's bringing back its 5-inch heels, something the company hasn't sold in several years. It's a sign that as we hopefully return to normal, we will once again sacrifice comfort for a splash of style. Connecting the dots, I'm Rekha Muttaraj.
Welcome back to DBL. For over 20 years, Lawrence Zarian has been telling women the hottest fashion trends. But now he's doing it with his very own designs. Earlier, we spoke with him about his new collection. But first, we had to grill him on his friendship with a certain Kelly Clarkson. That's today's DBL Spotlight.
Welcome back, friend of the show, Lawrence.
Hi, guys.
We miss
Socially
you.
distant hug for everybody.
I know, but we're going to get you back in the studio soon. We're so proud of you. We know that you're really close friends with Kelly Clarkson, who is... look at him. Well, she's taking over Ellen's spot. Those are some big shoes to fill. How do you think she'll do?
I didn't even know that.
I think, see, I bring the world together and I bring in information. Kelly is the real deal, and I'll tell you why she's the real deal. What you see is what you get. No thrills, no fuss, just a good woman, a good mama who happens to be talented. And everybody loves her. Can I show you something?
Yes,
because,
please.
Knock on wood, I've been so blessed to be on the show.
We've been knocking on wood all day. Keep on.
Okay, are you ready? Now,
Yeah.
hold on. I'm going to show you this. This is what is in my living room.
Oh
my gosh, that's amazing.
That's so hilarious.
That is amazing.
I would have a picture of me and Kelly Clarkson too. I mean, I don't blame you one bit. We need to get one of you and us, and you better have one of us in your living room too, Lawrence.
Lawrence, I'm going to send you a cardboard cutout of myself, and I want to be right behind you guys.
Yeah. We want all of our viewers to hear about your collection, because let me tell you, you are definitely carving a lane where a lot of women feel like that they can't wear certain clothes because they feel like they're ostracized, whether it's their shape, whether it's the color of their skin.
I've been doing this business for 20 years, and I spent a majority of those 20 years in the dressing room with women doing makeovers. And women have trusted me, they've confided in me, and they have told me what they've wanted. They've wanted something to throw on, no fuss dressing, that makes them feel beautiful. And thus, my CAXLZ Celebration Collection was born.
Lawrence,
Awesome.
I got to tell you, as a curvy girl, I consider myself a curvy girl. I got curves in all the right places, you know, but they're still there.
Amen. Amen.
But, yes. As that girl, I'm always looking for an inclusive line, because that means that my curves are considered. So what's one of the pieces that you consider the most versatile for everyone?
Well, I think every woman needs a great t-shirt. So with my CAXLZ Celebration Collection, I designed something called the Tony T. It is a $45 sequin t-shirt.
Ooh. It's sequin?
It's sequin. It has a longer sleeve on the arm, because a lot of women in those dressing rooms have said, could you just cover my arm a little bit more? And every single piece that I've designed is named after, wait for it, strong, powerful, talented, loving women that are in my life.
I love, Lawrence, that you're highlighting the great women in your life, to paying tribute to them, so to speak. I think that's amazing. But for me, Lawrence, if you know me, I love to shower my wife with sales and clearance items. So do you have any low-budget style tips for summer for the women out there?
We keep it real here.
Look, let me say this. And I'm going to only say it because I spent a lot of time on it. All my pieces are so affordable. Like, I've got a black palazzo pant. It's called the Sherry pant. That's $45. I've got the Bianca jacket, machine washable with pockets. So yes, you can go and buy sale items, but why wouldn't you buy a top quality item at a price that everyone can afford?
Once again, we're so proud of you. So to get your glam to all of our viewers right there, head over to connectedapparel.com and check out CAXLZ. And don't forget to follow LZ on Instagram at Lawrence Zarian. We love you, Lawrence.
I love you guys so much, and I cannot wait for all of us to be together very soon.
Soon, very soon. We'll be right back.
Greatest game ever invented. My great-great-great-great-grandfather learned the game from the Chinese.
You can rock these bones, you can start a cult.
Domino's Battle of the Bones. Yeah. It's such a fun movie. I mean, Baron's incredible. First time director, he did a great job. Wrote the script with his friends, the whole group put together this amazing movie. Just so many talented people in it. It's so much fun.
Welcome back to DBL. It's time for some sweet, sweet deals. Earlier, Stephanie showed me some.
And I showed you too.
No, you didn't. It was Stephanie. You were not here. She showed me some amazing products at even better prices. Here's this week's DBL Deal Blast presented by MorningSave.com. All right, what do you have for us today, Stephanie?
Hey, Tori, I'm here with some great products and deals just for you guys. So first up, I've got something that will help anyone look their best no matter the occasion. It's the Cargo Cosmetics Full Face Bestsellers Edition bundle. So you can highlight your natural beauty with this all-inclusive set. We've got brushes, lipsticks, contour palettes, and gel lip colors. So the magic brushes act as magnets to pick up the powder, and then you can apply your makeup evenly onto your face and eyelids. And the lipstick kit, there's so many of them, I love it. It's long wear, smudge proof, and it does not settle into your fine lines. The contour palette silky powder formula blends beautifully for a really professional result. Now, normally, this kit is $233.
Yeah. It's cargo. It's good stuff.
There's a lot,
it's good
there's a
stuff.
lot
There's a
of
lot.
things here. We've got it. You're not going to believe it. For only $39, saving our viewers 83%.
That's like one lipstick, guys. You can get all of that, and Cargo is such a good company. They have good ethics. Go ahead and feel comfortable with that.
Next up, I have the perfect items to help you relieve your stress and relax in the comfort of your own home. It's the Evolution Saltco Calming Ambience Bundle with Himalayan salt lamp.
Whoa!
And pink salts. So the set includes this stunning salt lamp. We've got a lavender bath salt and one eucalyptus bath salt. And the salt lamp absorbs moisture out of the air and lets you reap the benefits of essential oil aromatherapy. So the scented crystal salt is perfect for the ultimate bath experience, and it's going to decrease your stress. So normally this kit is as much as $56.
Not great.
Yeah, but we've got it for only $20.
Yes!
Saving 64%.
Now, Steph, you are like, to me, the person giving me relaxation for a good price. So now I see you as like my Buddha. Namaste.
All right, now, Tori, did you know it's recommended that you change your toothbrush out about every 3 months? Well, you won't have to worry about that anymore with the Personic S430 Sonic toothbrush with 12 brush heads. The supply of brush heads equals 3 years worth of use, and they're color-coded.
Nice.
So you can get a deep clean with this brush that provides 40,000 strokes per minute, and yet it's still gentle on your teeth and gums. It also has a built-in 2-minute brushing timer. Now, normally, it's as much as $60. We've got it for $29.
Ho, ho, ho,
$29, which means you are saving 52%.
Brush the plaque and the savings right off. Am I right?
Oh, absolutely. Okay, last but not least, I have got something that will help you fight summer allergies and also keep your home fresh all year round. It is the Homecraft Instant Clean 3-in-1 air purifier. The 3-in-1 purification system has technology that will kill airborne bacteria, viruses, germs, mold, spores. I love this. The carbon-activated pre-filter helps get rid of the common household odors from pets, smoking, and cooking. And it's lightweight, it's got a slim design, and the handle makes it easy to transport from room to room.
Lovely.
So normally this is as much as $150.
Pricey, but it's worth it. I would say I'd even get it at that price. What do we have it for, Steph?
We've got it for only $79, saving up to 47%.
Put it somewhere sleek. It doesn't look like it's taking up too much room.
No.
Good price. Head on over to morningsave.com to snag these amazing deals at the lowest prices. You can even visit morningsave.com just right on your smartphone. Thank you so much, Steph. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
A new report out of Canada says mental health visits during the postpartum period were up 30% compared to before the pandemic. Reports of anxiety and depression for new moms were up 39%, and reports of substance abuse issues for the group were up as well. One interesting finding in the report was women who lived in less populated areas reported more normal levels of mental health issues starting in the summer. The researchers think that's because COVID cases in those areas in Canada started to fall around that time, allowing for less social distancing and more in-person school and in-person dining. Mental health experts point out that social support can be crucial for new parents, especially new moms. The pandemic cut many people off from that social network and added to the stress of protecting a brand new baby. All this making a tough time even tougher.
Tomorrow on DBL, she was kidnapped twice by the same perp when she was just a child. Now one woman is sharing her unbelievable true story.
And it's not by a scary stranger that looks weird. It's by somebody that looks like your best friend.
And is David Arquette ready to spill any Scream 5 secrets? Was there any insider info you can give us about the movie, who did it?
Oh, man.
That's tomorrow on DBL. Welcome back to DBL.
We were saying how awesome David Arquette was.
Wait, he was
Baron Davis, same.
Yeah, we were talking to David Arquette, and he was almost like who you want him to be. He was that guy. He was just great. He was great. Thanks for helping me out on that.
Okay.
They caught us chatting when we came back.
That's true. What'd you say, Al?
I wanted to interview Baron Davis. I'm a huge fan.
He was super cool.
He was awesome.
Man,
you missed out a lot.
Icon.
Oh.
Hurry up and read a comment.
You know what? The comment says Tori did a great job. DBL is new.
Do a good job.
Thank you.
Yes.
Every day. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same place. Bye, guys.